Yo, what's happening, everybody? What's good? It's Friday. The judge's table is in effect. Excuse my tardiness, but had to get some exercise equipment for those who know what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Oh man. Let me put this link up here. We go get this thing popping, bro. All right, it's already up there. Tripping. Yeah, man. What's good, everybody? Let me dress this thing up. Let me get the ticker up there. There we go. Now we going. What's up, everybody? I hope everybody having a beautiful, beautiful Friday. We got a weekend of fights, as y'all see. You know what I'm saying? We got Shaky Foster, Conte Sal 2. You know what I mean? And we got Schofield fighting, what's my dude name? Telly or something like that. I don't know the guy, to be honest with you. I know who Schofield is. That's the one people kind of doubting, but that's gonna be a cool little fight. Y'all know if y'all come through tomorrow, we gonna hang out. I'm watching all the fights. Gonna give you all the insights for sure. And we're gonna have that watch party tomorrow. But I need to know who y'all picking on those fights, man. I need to know if you rolling with O'Shaquie Foster, which he lost the first fight. Some people felt like he was robbed. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like he didn't do enough, bro. But I'm rooting for him like I was rooting for him in that fight. I really was. Let me get to everybody in the chat. Salute Mark Wynn, bro. DJ, what's happening, baby? What it do, Punch? What it do, baby? Y'all look out for that slick punch. You understand me? The best commentating in the biz. You understand me? That boy Punch Talk know how to commentate them fights, man. That boy making me sharpen. Hey, iron sharpen iron. He making me better. Have me hype. You understand me? Oh, shit. DJ already talking about exercising. Bro, I'm already on it. I'm on it. I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game on that. Isn't Tellez the dude that was on Tizu article? That's what I was thinking, but is that the same guy? Is that the same guy, bro? Somebody looked it up. Somebody looked the undercard up of the Tim Zoo fight so we can compare these names. Because dude name long. Let me find my guy name, bro. It's on the thumbnail. What's my this is the wrong clicked on the wrong shit. Schofield, here we go. Schofield. His name is Renee Tellez Giron. So his first name is technically Renee. So I'm not sure. I think the guy we're talking about, Tellez, was the last name. Oh, wait, you said it's a fight? Where? And for y'all, man, I ain't been putting out no videos. Your boy was down bad. Last time y'all probably saw me was over there on Punch Talk. If you didn't see me over there on Punch Talk, shame on you. Y'all make sure y'all mess with my boy Punch. Y'all can catch me over there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I've been down bad. I've been sick, man. So that's why I ain't been putting out no videos, y'all. I know it's been a ton of news, from well, really ain't. We told y'all what was the problem with the venue and all that stuff. Susa 913, I see 913 to pulled up. Yeah, we already told you with the financials, even the money. Like, it wasn't the insider tips is real, bro. Like, you know what I mean? My dude probably don't want to get the insurance policy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But let me go check out this fight my guy telling me about, bro. Let me check out this fight my guy telling me about. Friday Night Fights on the Zone. Uh, 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 Get rid of some of the stuff off the screen so don't be slowing down on me. Start watching. Let's see what's up, man. Let's see what's up, man. I don't know where to start with, man. Oh, Smalls versus Martin is on now. What else is on? Let me go to the top, man. Go straight box. Let me have all this other shit on here. I'm sick of this. They didn't went to Army Time on fucking this song, bro. Nigga, I don't tell no Army Time. Went in the military, bruh. That's the only thing on right now, huh? Bet. Smalls versus Martin. Box Fest. I like the zone linking up with anybody and everybody, bruh, for these small promotions. I'm with it. But we still gonna talk about all the news, bruh. 913 said it's date night. Salute to you, bro. Hey, you know what it do, bruh. Somebody, I guess the fight over. I just came in and the fight is over. But you say it's date night, man. Do you, baby? You understand me? Hey, salute to you coming in and out. 913. Pose. For real, for real. But as you see, I'm asking y'all who y'all got. And then also, y'all see Errol Spence that got his ass in that top 10. There's another new, and it's crazy because there's a new WBO president. Bruh, you know, he trying to make good with all the fighters. The argument from Louis the Coopers could not have been that good. It couldn't have been that goddamn good. But nonetheless, bruh, it is what it is. So I'm gonna wait before I say what oh shit, that's a Floyd fighter, Floyd family fighter. What's what's my boy Jeff Floyd? Okay, I'm about to keep up with these guys. Yeah, that right there, bruh. It's cool. Don't get beat up by Fundora. It was almost to be expected. I'm not let down. You know what I'm saying? At all. We kind of figured what's gonna happen. You know, it's not Earl fault, PBC. It's the sanctioned bodies at this point. It's no different. If you let a kid run amok, they gonna run amok. If you let a kid do what the hell they want to do, they gonna do what the hell they want to do. And I hate to use that analogy with these promotions, but that's what they doing, right? The parents ain't saying nothing, which is the sanctioning bodies. And if you make rules, right? If you make rules, stand by them. You can't make rules with asterisks saying, well, if you can give me an argument to make me want to break that rule, maybe I'll put you in the top 15 or the top 10. Like, how does that work? Rules should be rules. There should not be a chance of an argument, a charge. No. Then that makes no sense to have interim bouts, you know, or any of that shit. Interim eliminators, right? Shouldn't be no eliminator. What do you got eliminated for? If a person could come in that motherfucker and say, hey, let me talk to you. Give me your ear real quick. See, what happened was, y'all had the eliminator, but I was sick. But I'm going to tell you right now, you give me this shot, I'm going to be y'all best fucking champion. I know they earned their shot, but fuck them. I got a bigger name. You see what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Give these motherfuckers a chance to make their name fucking big. So I ain't mad at Earl. I ain't mad. It's the WO, WC, IBF, all them motherfuckers. Picking and choosing who go sit on fucking belts. Raping niggas out their belts. Strip you after a week. Don't give you a fucking shot to make your mind up. Who does that shit? They do. IBF, WO. Man, it's just crap, bro. So now, what they expect Bud to do? What they expect Bud to do? just sit there? Because if he take a bout, he lose his spot. But I tell you what, no, no, no. And that's as far as I'm going with that. But I'll tell you this, just know something coming soon. But just know it's time for these guys to quit beating, dancing to the beat of their drum. Yeah, we know they want that 3% on a title bout. So that's 6%, both of them in the ring. It is what it is. But end of the day, that's what it is. Money talk, bullshit walk. And if you a fan of boxing, dog, speak your piece on it. Say what you gonna say, because it ain't gonna change if y'all don't say shit. And don't think that Mauricio ain't listening. Mauricio on YouTube all the time. I'm telling you, all the time. It don't make no sense for anybody to be able to just skip the line and then have the nerve to say, we have rankings. For fucking what? Straight up. What do you have rankings for when a person could come up from 147 that lost terribly, not giving you no indication that he's not gonna be a shell of himself, and come up and get a title bout? Stop the bullshit. All right, next fight, Tamir Smalls versus Shantorius. Oh my God, your mom fucked that name up. Salute to you, bro. Shantorius Martin. All right. Yeah, they looking at me. They know that I'm suave, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Man, where you think Rico got the last name from? Rico Suave all day. This shit been funny too. I've been Puerto Rican for a whole day, y'all. For those who don't know, I am a black man. But everybody seems to think I'm Puerto Rican today. I done grew my mustache out. It's hanging on my lip and shit. I guess this shit make me look Spanish. I might ride with it. Maybe give me some incentives or some shit from the fucking government. Never know. Let me quit bullshitting. Coming to the stage, y'all, man. None other than that boy, DJ, man. What's good, bro?
Good evening, Slick.
What's happening with you, baby?
Well, your best friend, RC, wound me up about these WBO rankings just earlier, so I'm going to mind my language, I'm going to mind my tongue, but it gives me the proper shits.
Yeah, bro. It's
Um,
bullshit.
yeah, look, I understand why it happens, but like I said to RC and Punch, I said that doesn't mean I actually have to support it and like it. Like, fuck me. How many up
Yeah.
and coming boxers are there in the world that aren't getting a start because the fucking bullshit that happens?
Facts.
So, and I have a special request.
What's happening?
You want to get your boy Punch into some of these DAZN fights on the Friday night, because they're fighting for contracts and they properly go after it, don't
Yeah.
they?
I'm glad you said that, because I didn't even know that it was on. I didn't even know it was on. I got it playing right now. They're not fighting yet. They're like showing some behind the scenes stuff right now and stuff.
No, as
But
usual, I'll go quiet during the rounds if you or Punch or anyone's going to call it. But
yeah, man. Punch, you coming up, man? Yeah, I ain't get the people's live. I was getting the girls together. Yeah, I had to get them
oh,
together. So
Punch has lost his remote. Isn't that your kids, Punch? Aren't they your
I'm
remote for the
down as
TV?
soon as I find my damn remote.
I used to be the remote control for the TV for my parents once upon a time. There ain't
Yeah,
nobody.
I think that was all over the world, bro. My parents used to call me all the way from outside, being lazy. Talking about go change the channel. Like what?
I'd be
Yeah.
interesting because Punch will probably give you his view on the world. What's your thoughts and the reasons or possibilities why the Tank Roach fight got moved, postponed?
I got postponed because I'm not gonna say they don't have the money. It's just that they not trying to give no wiggle room. Their prices, God bless me. Their price is their price. Do I still got it in my phone? Hold on. I still got my phone. When we got sent the info. Everybody's saying financials, they saying it's venue problem, but no, it's actually money. And I don't think it I don't want to think they're broke. I just think that when you've been in Vegas so long in certain venues, they give you a little wiggle room and they just want their money up front. You get what I'm saying? They were demanding a $5 million insurance policy. And it was based on giving the fact of how tank fights go. Like at least last 3, I know for a fact, it's been some shit going on at tank fights. You get what I'm saying? One fight, somebody got shot outside the venue. There was multiple fights in the crowd at one fight. You get what I'm saying? Uh, Another fight between some stars in the front row. So they just want to make sure they're well compensated, whatever, before the fight even get planned. So that's what it is.
Yeah,
And also,
how does just before you move on too far, and I might be asking a quite a in-depth question, and we don't actually have to go that far, but
huh?
in simple terms, how does that actually work over there in the States? Like with
Here it is.
fights, injuries inside a venue? Because here in Australia, by way of as long as the injury didn't occur by way of some fault or trip hazard or something inside the venue, is that the venue itself can't be held liable for the actions of others inside the venue, like whether it be a
That's
bar,
what
a
the
pub.
insurance policy. Nope. That's what the insurance policy is for. That's what the insurance policy. So if somebody wanted to sue, it's going to go against the insurance policy. You assume responsibility of that venue. You see what I'm saying? So at that moment, it's his for that amount of time. Anything
So
that goes
it's
on in there is on Al.
so the duty of care is on the venue first, and then on the organizer, owner slash promoter second. Is that what I'm
Right.
hearing?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's not deep dive into that. It's just when I heard that they wanted money for insurance and those sorts of things, I thought, well, surely they've only got a certain amount of liability that if they're providing a safe access in and out and those sorts of things, that their liability is limited. But US, I
Right.
guess, is a different world to Australia in many ways. But
Yeah.
has the
So
fight started yet? I've just walked away.
yeah. So this is what my insider had sent me. He said the $5 million insurance policy they are requiring is due to the previous violence and crowd that previous tank fights have been at other arenas around the country. And he also sent me he sent me a lot, bro. I'm just trying to skim through it,
Oh,
but it says the
wow.
Toyota Center has yet to receive a deposit or insurance documents required to secure the venue, and by this is the first time PBC has dealt with the venue. PBC doesn't have the normal allotted time restrictions that they would have with Vegas Grand Garden or T-Mobile or Los Angeles Staples Center Arena, where they have previously done business and everything has gone well. In simple terms, they in Houston, in simple terms, the Toyota Center don't trust Al and want the 50% of the 1.8 million venue fee upfront and the $5 million insurance facility policy. So he doesn't have, like I said, he doesn't have that wiggle room. You know what I mean? So
Well, we were speculating, and I call it speculating, and just saying, well, look, one of the things that I asked Punch, and I'm sure he'll when he does get up and find his remote,
mm,
there's a couple of things in this that I wonder that don't work in Tank's favour.
mm,
Um, the call it the management
mm,
strategy,
mm,
that you rarely see a booked and organised fight for Tank or Canelo 6 months in advance,
mm,
as you do. And I used the Amanda Serrato and Katie Taylor fight as an example. We've known
mm,
for since April, I think Punch said, like 6 months or something like that, that was going to happen.
Uh-huh.
So when you start to talk about who's available to fight, whether it be, I mean, you can speculate, Shakur, whoever, right? That when Tank's team goes to actually contact these other promoters and teams and say, hey, look, are you interested in a fight? That they're almost always unlikely to be available through injury, through other commitments and the like.
Uh-huh.
So should their management team, be it PBC, Al, whoever, be tapping some of these fighters on the shoulder a little bit further out and just saying, hey, look, Tank normally fights twice a year around these couple of months, what have you. Are you interested in, you know, May or April 2025 so that their availability doesn't become a problem and he's not forced to go division shopping and bring someone up or down from a different division?
Mm-hmm.
How much of that might be reality?
Well, the first part about venues and stuff, if you go back and majority of fights this year for PBC, except for Canelo, bro, there's no venue. Their fights get announced, but they always get announced before they even tell you where the venue and where it's gonna be at in the date. Have you noticed that with PBC?
Yeah, I'm not so worried about the venue because depending on whether they've got their heart set on something, um, there's so many different venues that someone like Tank could fight and pull decent numbers.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
I'm talking about his opponent. So the reality is that he's, for the public anyway, and the fans, be it Shakur, be it El Rayo, they're just not available, right?
Right, right.
So are they leaving it too late to contact some of these better opponents or bigger fight opponents? Are they leaving it too late and on too much short notice to really actually weed out the negotiations and set a date out into the future?
Well, I think this year it was kind of sucky for him because he was in jail and they had their heart set on Lomachenko. And after Lomachenko, while that was going on, waiting on the Lomachenko deal, everybody else was pretty much, you know, already tied up. That's why I'm not too. I know everybody don't want the Lamont Roach fight, but at the same time, I can honestly say who else is there for real, for real. You know what I mean? If it's not Lamont Roach, it'll be somebody else that we don't know, and you get what I'm saying. We'll be saying the same thing. So my thing now is to attest to what you're saying. I'm saying why you got this Lamont Roach shit going on. I hope your team already talking to somebody for your next fight. You get what I'm saying? To set up while these guys are getting ready to go through their fight. Like put a bug in their ear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And look, that may well be happening too. This is the first time that things have fallen flat on their face for Tank,
Yeah,
right? This
yeah,
this like the public, I won't say outrage, but the public discontent for Roach, and it's not his fault, about Tank is greater or larger than any other opponent that he's fought, right?
uh-huh,
Maybe they're just losing patience.
uh-huh,
Because the reality is, it's not about picking who wins the fight in a Tank fight. It's more about probably picking which round it's going to happen. You
right,
know, is he going to
right,
flick the switch in round 4 or round 9 or round 10? What's he going to do? Because you can pick plenty of fights where I'm of the opinion that he's playing to the public or earning his money and he's just playing with his food.
uh-huh,
Um, and then there's the whole, like Eddie Hearn was sort of saying, look, if you get, say, round figure $15 million for a Martin fight, and with a Roach fight, you can really only, without going into huge debt, get 5 million. Why would he do that? And this is
right,
sort of what I was speaking to you about some months ago, and just saying, look, sometimes when fighters get that actually big bag, it can be detrimental to their career, depending on where they're
true,
after, because they think that they deserve that amount of money to fight anyone, anywhere. And the numbers, the logistics, and the finances just don't match up to that. So it's great if you get $15 million for a fight, but the reality is that unless you're picking the biggest names all the time, you're not going to be able to generate that amount of cash every time.
Right. And that's where a good team you need a good team when it comes to that money aspect, because you're not gonna I get the faces of boxing, right? And you want that, but you have to understand that every time ain't gonna be as good as the last time. You get what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get that all the time. You gotta remember, it's a business, and these other fights got to take place, and it's you're starting to eat off of the last fight. Meaning,
Exactly, and
go
you
ahead.
and writing it off means that you're actually not entertaining any idea that if it is a really close and good fight, that you can double up on it with a rematch that everyone wants a little, 6 months down the track. So it seems to be a little bit single thought or tunnel vision type approach, like from an outsider looking in. Look, I know there's a lot of stuff that happens behind closed doors that you never hear about and those sorts of things, but it seems to be becoming more and more complicated and more excuses why fights don't happen rather than actually improving the process and the expectation so fights do happen.
Right. And also, like, some of it can be saved. Think about it like this: a lot of information get out before it needs to get out, right? Of course, we're hungry for our favorite fighter, know who they're fighting next, and things like that. But that's where, like, fighters have to participate, right? If you have a fan base, give them something to gravitate towards. I've never heard anybody say, damn, who is Ryan Garcia fighting next? Right? Reason being, because he gives his fans something to gravitate towards. Like, he go live on Instagram. He talks to them. You know what I'm saying? He keeps his fans occupied in between him figuring out what he's gonna do, right? And when there's a Ryan fight, it gets announced, and pretty much that's who he's fighting. Whereas Tank and all these other guys that are like Ghost, and everybody is speculating, then you get these bits of news and all of this stuff, and then it's, oh, he gonna fight this weak ass da 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 when he need to be fighting da 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 da. That's what creates the ball of confusion.
Well, that leans to what Nine says about boxers being fragile, right? Some boxers
Right.
don't want to be in the public eye because they don't want someone jumping on their Instagram or whatever it is and, saying something negative about them. But look, before we keep going, so that you're not ignoring your audience with private packs, he's got a question for you, and I don't recognise the avatar, so say good day to
Oh,
whoever's
Private
just come
Packs, he
up.
was here. Yeah, he was here the last time we was all here.
It's me, DJ.
What did you do to your actual avatar, Punch?
He got Christmas something on there,
It's
don't
Christmas.
he? He like Walmart. You always
Chris,
we ain't even had Thanksgiving
Christmas in
yet, God damn it.
November.
Right.
What do you got, a turkey in the oven?
Bro, listen,
we
we putting up our lights tomorrow.
God damn, boy, you like Walmart. You at Walmart on the same fucking time.
I
You go
like
to
the
Walmart.
holiday season, bro, so I like to celebrate it.
Well, you go to Walmart, they already got Christmas shit out. I'm like, damn, can we get to Thanksgiving? God damn.
I was
But
trying
yeah,
to find a creepy looking Thanksgiving one, but I couldn't find it. So I got to rock out with Christmas.
I got you.
Punch, are you watching these fights?
Yeah, what is this? Smalls versus Martin? Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah, they breathing hard because they out there like
Yeah,
DJ
well,
said. You can tell they fighting for contracts.
I'm gonna shut up during rounds so that you can, because I'm not sure who I've got out of these two. At first, I thought I was
Now
going to
I
go
don't know
for
neither
the
one of
bloke
them.
in the blue and the black. I don't know
Yeah,
them either, but I'm just looking at what they're bringing to the table.
yeah,
Righto, over to you,
yeah.
boys.
I mean, we still gonna talk boxing though, man, and we can talk about
I
the
keep
fight too,
looking
because it's
at
still a
that
show.
massive boil on Martin's back. It's fucking with my mind.
Sir, no, what fuck with me? Me is this red ass ring. I never seen a red ass ring
The
like this.
red ring is kind of messing with me too.
Hides the blood.
You're right. Now they done slowed up a bit. Now we in round what? 3?
I think the
They
blood
came out
adds to
swinging
the
for the
drama.
fences. But let me answer Private Pack's question. Let me put it up here on the screen. He says, Slick, name me a good fight before the year ends. That's simple. That's Usyk and Tyson Fury. That's gonna be
Usyk
the
and
big
Fury.
shebang. That's gonna be the
Serrato
big
and Taylor
shebang.
should be good too.
Huh?
Serrato and Taylor should be good too.
Yeah, that for the girl fight, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
gonna be good, and that may be her last fight. We don't know. But and then you got, like I said, Usyk. We may be looking at very much so Tyson Fury. If he lose, he may say fuck it. He gonna retire. You
yeah.
never know.
He gonna retire if he lose.
You never know, bro. You know what I mean? Usyk whoops him again, bro. Man, you gotta ask yourself, like, is he in the top 10, bro? He come out of no fucking where beating all the boogeymen. You know what I'm saying?
And Usyk get box, bro.
Yeah, because he's beating the men who beat the man. He beat the man. He beat Usyk again. That's the man that took Deontay Wilder out. So shit, he technically ain't got to fight Deontay Wilder. Then
Nope.
he'd have beat AJ. AJ was slated to fight Deontay Wilder. That never fucking happened. But then he fought his way back up contention, and he got him out of there 2 times. So I think
Keyshawn
after
versus
that,
Lemos might be competitive.
oh my God, bro, yeah,
I think Keyshawn gonna
might
get him
be,
out of there.
might be. Boy, I got some shit I can't even say, but I'm gonna say it like this, man.
Bro,
Yeah,
what is
it
that
should be
on this
competitive,
dude's
bro.
back,
But
bro?
just don't, man. That's how I'm gonna say it. That's all I'm gonna
What?
say.
What is that? A burn
What do you
mark?
mean? Yeah. What? Hang on, Slick. What are you holding back here? Well, you're talking in
I
code
can't say
there.
it. I was told that I can't stay right now.
We can't talk about
Oh,
that type
sorry.
of stuff online or like DJ.
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
can't.
ask.
Certain things I get told.
No, I know.
Certain things
I
that
know.
I get
Absolutely.
inside on, and I gotta respect it. You know.
Yeah, don't go burning your bridges.
You gotta
Yeah.
ask questions in the group chat.
Yeah.
No, what I'll do is I'll just ask Slick in the group chat who to put my money on, and that should answer the question, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
There you go.
Damn, he kept that stick on him. See, that's old school right there. Now, for y'all that didn't know we'll keep a stick on him, he stuck that jab out there and lined his ass up, but kept it out where dude couldn't get away from. He was concentrating on that one left.
Slick,
He was bigging him up with that right.
Is that a bullet scar, my nigga?
No, that's a what you call that shit? What you call that shit? People who ain't when they get cut, they get oh my God, what is it called? Keloid. It's a keloid.
Shit look like
it's a keloid, bro.
It's taking my focus off the fight, yo.
Yeah.
Slick, I'm disappointed that you're not helping to promote Australian boxing. Like out of those good fights for the year, Liam Paro and Richardson Hitchens.
Yeah, but Liam Paro should, man, I'm going with Liam on that, bro.
Oh, I said this to Punch. I think that Liam's gonna
be
Liam
much
better
bro.
than him.
I'm going Liam on that fight. Just Richardson didn't show me nothing that last fight, and that was a gifted fight.
Well, Matthias is fighting his first fight back after Paro too. That's in what, couple of weeks. So
yeah, and Matthias, don't sleep on Matthias. Yeah, he got beat by Paro, but that don't mean that he ain't shit. He look, he fuck around, get in front of the right motherfucker, he gonna be right back on the knockout streak. You know what I'm saying? Mexican boxing.
Like that only good
what
as
you
your
talking
last
about?
fight phrase, bro. I seen too many fighters look way better than they did in their fights before. So that's the only good as your last fight shit, man. I think that's just a saying. I think Hitchens is gonna win this fight.
Yeah, no, and you're absolutely right. Punch, I'm not a fan of that saying. People say that shit, but that's the boxer today. They on that Janet Jackson shit.
Yeah, like,
what have you done for me lately shit? No, I've watched people have a bad night and come back and dominate. I've said this over and over, and I'm not gonna say that, but I've never seen Richardson Hitchens have that good fight yet. You understand me? More than once. So I'm that's all I'm saying. You get what I mean?
You know what got me leaning towards Richardson because this dude has been thirsting for a title shot. And now he's gonna get it. And that's usually when you get a person's best performance, man. man, if he'd been wanting
Yeah,
more,
but
bro.
that one that
If
but you
you
gotta
follow his
remember,
career
he showed you.
closely,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
you
and,
gotta
that,
remember
and
this
bro,
though.
like that last
The
fight, that
last
was a
fight,
bad style matchup. It was.
yeah,
He
but
didn't
that
have the best
last
fight.
fight was the fight to get him the title matchup. You understand? That was the fight to get
But
him there.
Parr's not
That
gonna fight him.
sometimes is more important. That's more important than the title match. Because if you don't win that, you ain't getting it.
Do you know what worries me, Slick?
Mm-hmm.
What worries me is there's a disturbing trend that Aussie boxers can't defend their titles more recently.
You
Like
mean
you
losing
think
their first or second defense? Yeah, that's been happening a lot.
it has.
Here's the
Whether it
thing.
was Cambosis, Zoo, well, Opatai didn't.
I'm a,
Obatai
I'm
got
a,
stripped, so he don't count.
y'all got Opatai. Y'all got you one with Opatai, regardless of the fact of what we're now. Y'all got y'all one with Opatai. I'm gonna tell you something. Cambosis was never that dude,
No,
but
Nah.
Tim was just moved too fast.
rush to the top.
Look,
And
you
Tim
can
could still
you
come
can
back and
talk
be
about every
good.
individual there, Slick. My point is that Aussie boxers defending their title at the moment, other than Sky Nicholson, and we
Mhm.
can have that. We can revisit that discussion about what that scorecard should have looked like. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, but no, look. Either way, I'm looking forward to that fight.
That
Only
was in the
just
back of my mind, DJ. I just didn't want to say it, but you said it for me. I was like, Ozzy kind
Oh,
of
me and DJ was
losing
saying
a
it
lot
then.
lately. Like they title defenses, they've been losing their first or second defense. I think that in my mind, I just didn't want to say it because I like Parr, but I like Hitchens too, man. That dude could box, bro. So
Yeah.
like I don't think it's gonna be no. I think he's gonna put up more of a challenge than people think, and don't be surprised if he pulls it out, bro. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying
All
Parr
I'm
don't
saying
have it.
is, this: Richardson Hitchison in that last fight showed me he had one gear. Paro showed me already he could go box or he could bring it. So I want to see what Richardson Hitchison gonna do if because he gonna come forward. But if Paro start boxing the fuck out of him, can you cut the ring off? Now when you get tired and Paro turn it the fuck up, can you turn around and box and last? That's what I want to see. I
Yeah.
just haven't seen enough out of Rich. I've seen Richardson Hitchison fight. I just ain't seen enough out of him. Like him, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there more? You got to show this. You know. So
sometimes you
if
just
he
need
wins,
someone
he
to
wins.
push you.
Yeah, that
That's the
too.
reality.
I
But
think that's
shit,
what's going to happen. I think Paro's going to bring the best out of him, but it could be vice
you
versa,
know,
man. We'll see. Because Paro done showed he's
that's
the real
true.
deal.
That's true. That's true. But remember, I will say this: the same type of talk we talking about Richardson Hitchison. We was talking about Paro that way before he won. Remember, we didn't
Yeah,
think
we
Paro was
were.
gonna win.
Oh, these boys are starting to trade them now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they fighting.
Yeah, they getting their bearings. They getting their bearings together. They got their feet up on them now instead of just swinging for the fences and
So you
shit
say
like they
these
was.
guys like fighting for contracts, so they're like leaving it all in the ring.
Yeah. They want to get seen.
So I know
You
I
know.
missed you was talking about the crooked ass politics going on with Spence, bro. And did
Oh
you
yeah.
hear? Yeah, I know you talked about that WBO shit where now Spence is ranked 10, so now Fundora won't get stripped. Corny.
Yeah. But I think it was all part of the plan anyways, Punch.
Yeah, same old bullshit, putting up roadblocks for Bud. Same shit.
Yeah.
The new president looked like he already in Al Heyman's pocket because he didn't get put. I mean, like, oh man, the shit your moves you made already showed.
It's a new president, so what he doing is he trying to pay Patsy with everybody.
Man, get the fuck.
Oh shit. You should
nice.
capitalize. Ooh, nice left to the bite, left upstairs from Smalls. I give him that.
See, I knew right Martin tired himself out, yo.
Yeah, because he was punching himself out early.
It up, yep.
Damn.
Now Smalls
He got durable ass chin though. I give him that. His chin ain't no joke. For those who want to know what we watching at the same time while we doing the show, we are watching The Zone. It's a small card on here. And yeah, they swinging for the fences, bro. These are fights that you wouldn't mind seeing in person.
Well, they're trying to prove that they're potential contenders.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, get that in you.
Because they fighting. They are not wasting a second. Yeah, this is what you want to see.
Punchy, you going to give us the next round? You're going to give us some top shelf punch commentary on the next round?
Yeah, Slick. What's y'all time, man? Because our times be weird, man.
I'm at 33 seconds.
I am. Oh, hold up, man. My shit's acting weird. It just started fucking lagging on me.
It doesn't really matter in the end, Punch. Like, as long as those that are in front don't give it away.
Uh-huh.
All right, yeah, man. I'll call the next round for sure.
Well, they're going to leave it all out there, I think. This is what, round 5?
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, and they getting it on.
They fighting like it's the 12th round. I mean, 10th round. Shit. Every round. Okay, the round just stopped.
Mark, I tell you what, you're a shit stirrer.
What? Nah, man, stop it, Mark. We know you cracking jokes, bro. Somebody get him a stage and a mic. He think he a comedian.
What did he say?
He said I'm big on Pyro. I think he moves up and whoops Bud.
Man, Mark, don't make me cook you again, bro. You're gonna be putting up so many more middle fingers. You remember what I did to y'all in the group chat after that goddamn Tim Zoo fight? Don't get me started.
hey, Mexican boxing #1. I think Pyro different too, bro. I do. I think he's that dark horse. You know what I'm saying? That people will keep sleeping on. He gonna keep winning.
He should win. Good enough for sure.
What's gonna happen is Matthias
you gotta
coming
win
back.
your first defense first, because DJ hit on it, man. Aussie's been losing their first defense like crazy lately. So we'll see.
But watch this though. Matthias coming back. Matthias win. Guess if Pyro win, guess what's gonna be Pyro's next fight?
Pyro was just a bad style matchup, bro. Terrible.
But that's gonna be a part 2. Bet money. That's a big fight.
Pyro will get the Ryan Garcia Teofimo winner.
Yeah, when we find out who the fuck T.O. fighting, and he quit trying to get out that deal with Top Rank and go on to fight, goddammit. But it's still
it'd be nice to see T.O. back in the ring. It's been too long.
He's in good with the WO, so you fuck around won't see T.O. till next year, bro. He gonna fight an eliminator and another eliminator. He ain't gonna do nothing.
I want to see T.O. back in the ring, like vintage T.O.
Yeah,
on his night, Gordo. He's a problem. So
yeah, Gordo is a problem.
T.O. got money problems.
When he was Gordo and he wasn't the takeover, he was a shit.
The takeover.
When he got arrogant, when he became arrogant, and he started calling himself the takeover, man.
When he started saying he was 2-time undisputed, you knew it was over for that nigga.
Yeah, he went to his head.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Oh my God, these guys are banging, bro.
My shit keep lagging, man. I'm getting pissed over here.
They banging, dog.
Normally what I do when that happens, Punch, is I just hit pause or get out and go back in again to refresh it, and it normally catches up.
Yeah, I just did that.
Hey, Punch, ask Slick the same question about Maul and Janabek.
What did he say? You think Janabek stand up? You think, all right, so right now, Slick, Janabek versus Jamal Charlo. Right now, who wins? Right now.
Janabek. Because he's the fresher of the two. And
would he be able to, here's my argument against that. Would he be able to handle the counter punching from Charlo?
Hell yeah, because he's a
Charlo with his mind right. You got to remember, his mind is right now. He quit the drinking. He got to finalize his divorce, and now he's back to training and taking the sport serious. Back to lines only, dangerous as Charlo, bro. Unbeatable Charlo.
No, Janabek. Because Janabek is the fresher of the two, bro. And Janabek, to prove he got bricks in both hands, bro. Bricks in both hands.
If Janabek could beat Charlo,
punch.
Canelo, because I think that's Charlo could beat Canelo.
You know,
I don't think Janabek could beat Canelo Alvarez.
Man, it's something about them Ukrainian guys, but no, he's from Bekistan at that. Uzbekistan. Yeah, motherfucker, bro.
Fighter, but Janabek's another nigga whose competition is
No, he done fought some good motherfuckers. It's just that last dude was nothing like though.
Jamal Charlo though.
You know.
Jamal Charlo is way better.
But you can say the same thing though about Jamal Charlo. The guys Jamal
Charlo. Also, why can't you say that about Jamal Charlo? Because he's ducked.
Who?
He was ducked by everybody. Jamal Charlo.
Bullshit.
Come on, man. Act like you don't know why the franchise title got made for Canelo. He didn't want to Charlo, nigga.
Yeah. That's one dude that ducked him. I thought you was talking about
like
everybody because
if Canelo
he done
Alvarez
ducked people
ducked
too.
him,
He
let me get my point across, Slick. If Canelo Alvarez ducked him, what makes you think Janet Beck could beat him when you know that Janet Beck can't beat Canelo?
I can't even say that.
Because Janet Beck ain't nothing but another Edgar Berlanga, nigga.
No, stop your bullshit.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You put Canelo
hang on.
He went too far.
I ain't say
you're writing him off a little bit too early.
He went too far, bro.
I said another Berlanga situation. That's what's going to happen, bro. Too bright, too many lights, too big of a moment. He's going to crumble under the pressure and lose. Straight up.
Oh, fudge.
Bro.
Stop
all right, now
bro.
I'm gonna do some RC type shit on y'all. What's the biggest crowd Janet Beck ever fought in front of?
Hold on, man.
How many people in America actually know who Janet Beck is? We're gonna get the same reaction. He ain't a huge name.
Yeah, that
bro.
ain't got shit to do with fighting though, bro. We watch fighting. Fuck that.
It's gonna be another Berlanga.
I don't give a damn.
Ready for that moment. He's just not. Just like none of them get rushed into Canelo fights is ready for the moment.
What? Okay, if that's the case, we just watch Bachram beat never ready.
Power, you think that like, nobody ever knocked Canelo Alvarez out? That's not gonna matter against Canelo.
No.
Whoever knocks Canelo out, whoever outside of GGG, how many times you ever seen Canelo get wobbled by way harder punchers than Janet Beck? I argue GGG.
You don't need to knock someone out to win the fight.
Harder than Janet Beck. Triple G hit harder than Janet Beck. I don't think Janet Beck can even beat a Triple G in his prime.
Oh, this is phone booth now.
I think
it's phone booth. Bro, I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna tell me fucking Triple G don't hit hard. The only man that had fucking
hit harder than Janet
Beck. Had Canelo on a bicycle, bro.
Bro, that's what I just said. I said Triple G hits harder than Janet Beck. And again, he was eating those. Like, so
but you can't say Janet Beck. You can't say Janet Beck ain't got no fucking power. He knocking people out, bro.
I said, what makes you think Janet Beck's power is going to affect him if Triple G's shots didn't put him on his ass?
Well, Punch, let me ask you this.
He was on his bicycle,
but how many
bro.
People have fought that punch like Canelo? He hasn't fought nobody like that.
Well, Canelo hasn't knocked anyone out for a decade.
You compare little guys to the creme de la creme, bro. You can't. That's unfair.
And I just use that as an example. I ain't comparing it. I was just using it as an example. I said, man, I don't think he's harder than GGG. I don't think he would be able to beat GGG in his prime. So if GGG hits harder than Janet Beck, what makes you think his power is going to matter against Canelo?
I can't compare him to a if fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I can honestly say, okay. So let me say this then. Okay. You know, I'll give you that. You know why I'll give you that? Because Triple G will beat the fuck out of Jermell Charlo.
I agree.
Prime Triple G.
I agree.
Will beat the fuck. So, dude, what are you saying?
I definitely agree, but also at the same time, Triple G didn't want that fight. Jermell Charlo was trying to get that.
What I'm saying is,
what should you have learned over the last few months? What should you have learned about those Eastern European
I learned that
fighters?
I don't jump on hype trains. That's what I learned. You gotta put
Janet Beck not a hype train though.
If Janet Beck beat Jamal Charlo, yeah, you're the truth. But you gotta beat one of them. You gotta beat a top name. He ain't got no top names on his resume.
Well, that's true because people don't want to fight.
He's probably got about 8,000 amateur fights.
All the time,
the same argument for Jamal Charlo. He was highly ducked, bro. Highly. When he was highly ducked by one motherfucker. When we was comparing the Charlos when they was both undefeated, who was
there was people to fight when he was fighting the
wanted no smoke with? Jamal. Like nobody. I see. I don't forget these things. Just like one time. I don't give a fuck.
Who else dug Jamal?
Active, man. I still say he's a dangerous ass fighter. Anybody go?
I'm not saying he's not dangerous. I just said I don't think he beat Janet Beck. Now, who else dug besides Canelo? Who else dug Jamal, bro?
Triple G.
Who?
He trying to get a Triple G fight. Triple G told
Canelo, but that was early in fucking Jamal's career, though.
Like
when Triple G was the man.
Nigga, get him out of there then.
Man, but Triple G was trying to fight the big guys. Why would I fight the little?
Now Andre want to fight him, but he ain't want to fight him back in that time either. Who else? I can name a couple people who ain't want no smoke with him at 160, bro. That's why he
You
was just
gotta
sitting there.
remember the time though, bro. Like, okay, so he supposed to stop doing his terror to fight the Little Lokes. So if he beat the Little Lokes, he gets no credit for that shit.
Like, there's nobody at 160 right now. It's ripe for the picking for Janet Beck. There's no competition.
Right.
I think if
I think he should go up.
I think if Boo Boo was down there, he'd cooking with that awkward ass style.
No.
Yeah. I think he would box his head off. Like,
I think he hit too hard. Boo Boo don't hit as hard as Janet Beck. Now that I do know.
Somebody slick and can counter punch. He ain't
He don't hit as hard. He don't got no punch, and he don't got no gas tank.
Your head off. You're primed to get countered. That's what I'm saying. All I said about the fight. What are you gonna do against the countering?
Punch. He doesn't have a gas tank, bro.
What power? A great counter. Niggas act like you act like Jamel Charlo don't got no power.
I didn't say he didn't have no power, bro. But I don't think he hit as hard as Janet Beck.
He don't. I ain't say he hit hard as Janet Beck, but I said, what is Janet Beck gonna do if he come in too hard and get hit one of them hard counters? I think that's what's going to give him trouble. I think this. I don't know this. And it all depends on where Charlo's mind is.
If I put my money on it, I'm putting on Janet Beck just simple because he's active.
I'll put it on Charlo.
That's what
with
I
all
said,
the inactivity,
Slick.
bro.
Just because of activity.
You gonna put it on a guy who ain't been active, bro? That struggled with that.
Too many niggas not active come in and they cook.
He didn't even knock out Jose Benavidez.
Inactive fighters have been getting washed the last 12 months. Punch.
He should have knocked out Jose Benavidez.
Bro,
if that was the case.
See, that's why I'm so mad that they keep Thurman Tim Zuzan fight didn't happen, because they did the same thing to your boy, nigga. Because y'all always like Thurman gonna lose. All think inactive fighters is just crushing. Some niggas are tight, bro. They don't need to be active all the time. I ain't saying it's a good thing.
But hell no. Did you see Thurman old man ass coming out that corner?
I seen Tank come off a 2-year layoff and win. I seen Errol Spence come off a 2-year layoff and smash a nigga. Like,
when was Tank off 2 years?
Like, he never left. What he did to Ugas, that nigga's eye was broke. That's off a 2-year layoff.
Tank wasn't off no 2 years, bro.
That was damn near off a 2-year layoff. It was 18 months. Okay, not 2 years. I mean, okay. Under 2 years. But nigga, that's still 2 years to me.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
When Errol Spence fought Ugas, nigga, that was 18 months. The Danny Garcia fight, that was 18 months.
You talking about Errol Spence, not Tank, right?
Like, no, I said Tank came up a 2 year later when he went to jail.
Yeah, that was like recent though.
When he went to jail,
nigga,
now. Because remember before he had the 2 fights before Ryan, nigga, he ain't fight again until the end of the next year. Technically, that's like. But I'm just look. Come off of those and be tight. I ain't saying everybody. And where Jamel Charlo's mind was when he fought Benavidez, I thought he was gonna get cooked, man. He came out to beat the fuck out of Benavidez. He ain't get him out of there, but he whooped his ass the whole fight. And that's a fucked up mind, not trained Jamal Charlo. So imagine with his mind right and he in shape. Jamal Charlo. That's the only point. You made my point for me by saying that. That's
he
what
fought
I was trying.
Another inactive fighter. You watched 2 inactive fighters get in the ring, bro.
But Jose Benavidez is really a journeyman. He ain't been since Crawford cooked him.
Bro, you watched 2 inactive fucking fighters get in the ring, and you're saying one beat the other one ass. That was inevitable.
Well, I don't think
Janet Beck is active as fuck, bro.
Unfocused and unmotivated Charlo, and he still looked kind of good. I didn't say he looked great.
Yeah, he looked decent. I ain't saying he looked great neither, but you gonna get in there with a fresh leg ass Janet Beck. And you coming off this layoff of alcohol and drugs.
He's not stupid.
Slick, I'm taking Smalls for the win.
I'm not saying he's going to, like.
Yeah, that's the one in the white trim, right?
To be honest, bro, I don't think they're going to fight, bro.
Yeah.
I think Jamal going to get Canelo. I believe that's going to happen. That's going to be the next. That's what we're going to pick.
Man, I think Canelo finna swoop in and fuck over Bivol and get that fucking.
He better not try to get in there with Bivol. I mean, it better be. That's stupid.
Better be.
So. I don't know why he's
somewhere they secretly in talks. They don't want to say nothing.
Dumb, bro. Like, better be able to be.
I think he's swooping in to do that shit, and he gonna get beat.
You thought he was knocking B-ball over the ring? Watch what he do to you.
Now, Slick, I've got a question for you based on how you don't subscribe to your last performance.
Yeah.
If you don't subscribe to how someone performed in their last performance, how on what planet have you got any faith that Morrell is going to be able to compete with Benavidez? Based off how Morrell fought on that Riyadh season card.
Okay. Let me tell you. If you go back and watch Morrell fights, right? Morrell confidence is in his feet and him setting up that right hand, right? And that fight being under those lights and fighting that guy that's awkward is, I forgot what his name was, which started with a K or whatever. The last fight
Small's
that
got
guy had,
it.
Small's got a year. The last time dude fought was that he fought, the opponent that he fought was on Pro Box, and he's awkward as shit. And he had never saw nobody move like that. Like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm not making excuses for him, but they'll fuck you up. Same time, that showed me his skill level. Like, okay, he's not used to nobody with no real good feet that can move around and shit and move me around, you know? But when he get with a David Benavidez, he doesn't have to worry about that. David Benavidez fights the same way his other opponents that he beat, come forward and backward. So he has a good chance. You get what I'm saying? Does he beat David Benavidez? I don't believe so. But
No.
he's not going to look bad in that fight, though. I don't believe he looks bad in that fight by far. Two different styles. You got David Benavidez going to go forward and backwards, right? Try to overwhelm him with a lot of punches. Let's be fair. David Benavidez has been on his ass before. He's been knocked down. But David Benavidez don't got no one knockout punch power neither. Why everybody try to act like that? He run up on you, he shoots a shitload of fucking punches, and wears you the fuck down. Whereas Dave Morrell has proven he has a one-hitter quitter if he landed flush. You see what I'm saying?
Slick, do you know how I know that you're confident and committed to what you're saying? Is you got the hand stuff going.
Oh yeah. I watched.
Hold up. So, so Mark said I'm on the island when it comes to Janet Beck. When you've been watching us for a long time, you know I'm usually on the island, right? I usually make bold predictions.
I just
All
want
right,
Punch
but hold up.
to go watch some more Janet Beck fights,
the worst
bro, where
thing
he can
for me
see the
ever
setups.
is to be on the island, because if I'm on the island and it turns out that I'm right, everybody pays. I rain hellfire down.
Look, what did I say to you, Punch? I said the only thing off the top of my head that I think that might worry Janabek is Maul's reach.
Yeah.
If he's got that stiff jab and those long arms like the Charlo boys have got, if he can keep Janabek from coming in and getting at him from a ring IQ and a boxing IQ point of view, that might give him some issues. But
that's true.
You got to imagine that it's got to be hard, even for a Jamal Charlo with such a long layoff.
I think this is what I think about that. You're right, but I think if he can move the way that Debo moved against Better BF, he'll give Janet Beck problems. But like again, I'm used to being on the island. I've been on 2 huge islands this year, huge ones. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. No, everybody called me crazy. And Rolly versus Pitbull. Pitbull versus El Rayo. Nobody had El Rayo but me. I knew he was going to box his head
out. No, I picked him.
You right.
No, I picked him.
Oh yeah, DJ picked El Rayo. Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't.
DJ was the only one.
I didn't.
Like nobody else picked that.
Yeah, I give you that. I give you that one.
Nobody picked Ryan Garcia.
Can I get a flip side? Can I get a flip side of what DJ said? What you said, DJ, was very true. Very true. But we all know Janet Beck, if he can stick that jab out there and keep Janet Beck from coming in. But the thing is, Janet Beck got more than one gear. We know Janet Beck can get on his toes. We know he can walk you down. You know what I'm saying? Parry shots, roll shots. And he got that pendulum step. Like, dude nice with his feet, bro.
But like I was watching Charles in his last fight. And again, like you said, he a journeyman or whatever, but I was watching the skill still sharp and the footwork was still there, the counter punching was still there, and the movement was still there, bro. And if he could get that all sharp, he's gonna give Janet Beck problems. He might not win.
Now I will say this. If Jamel was active and you put them both in the ring, I would have picked Jamel. Because that Jamel was durable as Jamal. Jamal was durable. He's durable. He gets to eat a punch and keep coming. You get what I'm saying?
Very durable.
He can eat a punch and keep coming. And that's something that I think Janet Beck has never seen. Somebody who could eat his punch and keep coming forward, right? But he just ain't active. That's the deciding factor for me. And also, like I say, Janet Beck got gears, bro. Like, different. He ain't gonna come out the same every round on you. I just watched him not put any leverage, like none, tired as hell, weight drained, and knocked that kid out, bro. Like, if you go watch that fight in Australia, he was just walking and hitting him from shoulders, like just swinging from the shoulders, and was hurting that
Look,
boy.
don't
That was
put too
different.
much on that because
No. I'm not talking about the
Michaela.
kid. Yeah,
Is it
Michaela. I'm
Michaela?
not talking about the
Yeah.
kid. I'm not talking about the kid. But you don't see too many people, too many boxers who could walk and just swing from the shoulders and still had that type of power. Just think if he was fresh, like not tired, and he was shooting from the hips, that boy would have been gone. He would have been
the
gone.
last dude I seen that could do that was Wilder.
That shit ain't no joke. That's hard to do. That just
Punch
shows
Wilder
how much upper
doesn't have
body
any.
strength he has.
Wilder doesn't have any legs or hips, so he's
Right.
only got a swing from the top.
Right.
Well, no, like Wilder before dude tried to change his whole style up. Like first, like Wilder that was just crushing everybody. Like, yeah, this the Wilder who started trying to fight off the back foot and all that. I don't know what that was. I don't know what.
Now I've been watching Wilder since he had the BDBs in his head, okay? And Wilder, believe it or not, used to have a jab. He didn't just knock people out with his right hand. He was knocking them out with their left. It was till the hype train came. And all of a sudden he just started believing in that right hand. You get what I'm saying?
Start to the day. That's when
in the beginning, he was doing good. And then he just to this day came about. And that fucked his life up.
What's a good example? Slick his first time against the title against Bernard Stiverne, man. He boxed beautifully, and then all of a sudden, he just
that weird. Except for that weird shit.
Happened?
Yeah, except that weird shit he did. I don't know what he thought he was playing football with that dodge, that juke.
Yeah, man. But then he boxed so good, stayed behind the jab, moved his head, countered. I'm like, okay, Wilder, you're gonna be special. Then all of a sudden, he just started blitzing everybody with that one punch.
Wilder could have been a global superstar. He was a superstar in America. But I reckon that he could have been if he had any appetite to go overseas or bring some of the bigger names over, his fame and achievements would just blow up. So, there are
What's up, Rob?
Hey, Slick, while I'm talking about international stuff, do you reckon that your channel has expanded into like just over the last sort of 6 to 12 months into taking notice of what's happening overseas and some of the stuff that's happening over there? Like, do you reckon that there's a little bit more emphasis on it with some of your subscribers and the people that actually come and drop into chat and those sorts of things?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like when I look at my analytics, I got a lot. I got a lot of you guys. Thank you and DJ. I mean DJ and Mark, right? It says Australia watching me a lot, America's watching me a lot, England's watching me a lot, and I got a lot of Lithuanians. Salutes to the Lithuanians. They're watching.
Shit, who they got? Who's a Lithuanian fighter?
I got Stanionis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was Stanionis. And they've been watching me ever since. So salutes to them. Damn, that was the last fight, bro.
Mine's just mainly Americans and Filipinos.
Yeah, I had Filipinos for a while. They're on my list too, but they're like 5%.
Mine's is like 30% Filipinos.
Yeah.
They rock with punch.
Mark Wynn said I'm up to 1.4. For real? Like, see, I don't be looking at my subscriber count. Like, I just try to do my shows and not look at that because that's how you get discouraged for doing what you do, you know? And literally, I put a video up and I don't even go look. After I put it, I just put it up. Right? Once a month, YouTube will send you an analytic thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just try not to go to that. You know, I just try to work and continue to try to grow. You know what I mean?
You only get it once a month. I get that shit every week, bro. It's annoying.
No, I get mine. I don't know. Mine come once a month in email. I just choose not to go in there. I may go like twice a week to go look through the chat. You know, the comments and answer back and stuff. But other than that, no. You know, I just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Salute to Mark. Right on. We at 1.41K. Hey, that's dope. Salute to everybody who hit that subscribe button. Real talk. Straight up. But yeah, that's the goal, man. Try to grow this channel. I got some stuff in the works. I gotta do a whole new build. I'm gonna add some other things to here. I gotta talk to YouTube Punch about that.
All right.
Hey, boys, on that DAZN subscription or channel that you got there, if you're watching it on your TV or what have you, there's Matchroom Life. And just help me out if you flick over there. Is that a young Luke Campbell fighting?
What? I just exited out home. Bring it back up.
Look like it, yeah.
Let me bring it back up. Because mine was going to the press conference or some shit.
You know, funny thing is the only Luke Campbell fight I really paid attention to was the one against Garcia. I thought he was gonna win.
Here's some.
That was the first time I seen him. Like, man, you had him. Then he just
Salute
right
to RC.
RC, don't you bring any of those pox and politics in here. I've had enough of it.
What you mean, boxing politics? Do you want to know what's going to happen, or you don't want to just find out the deal? What you want? What you want?
I like blissful ignorance. All right.
Blissful ignorance. I'm going to make a mental note of that, and I'm going to continue and let you live amongst the ignorant.
I'm good.
I don't see what y'all talking about. It went to the press conference. Are y'all watching the press conference?
No, that's on Fight Night Live. There's another icon on there that's Matchroom Live, Matchroom Boxing.
Oh, I see Matchroom Boxing. Okay.
And I'm fairly upset today anyway. Today was my
RC?
last day to give away 6 prime location tickets to the Floyd Schofield fight. And I have no takers.
What, even for half a Twix bar?
Bro, I went down to a lemon Starburst. The worst Starburst out the pack. The yellow one. You know nobody likes the yellow one.
Yeah, that shit don't even taste like lemon, bro.
What about a popcorn kernel?
Man, Floyd Schofield, let me tell you something, sir. You got to do a lot of work in around America and around the world. Cause bro, DJ, if you was in Vegas and I sat you on the other side of the arena, me and you could have a conversation amongst each other.
Oh, that's harsh.
Damn.
That's harsh. Come on. They all need to start somewhere, RC. I'm actually aware of Floyd Schofield, believe it or not. So
yes, because you are a member of this channel, Punch, Slick, Heavy, and 913. That's why you know who he is.
We're gonna have to review Heavy's membership through his lack of turning up and contribution.
Oh man, hold up. We are 7 days away. Next Friday night, you be strapped in and tuned up because they will be live. Shout out to the Snake. He's gonna be live from Norfolk, Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia.
He's going to watch Heavy. We're going to watch Keyshawn, won't he?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I bet you excited about that. He'd be
so heavy is gonna be heavy in the game next week.
Facts. That's dope. I like the way you played that, Rob. I like the way you played that.
So, bro, and then watch this, DJ. After you get you some sleep, you're gonna wake up again, and then you're gonna see Mr. You know what? Live from Philadelphia, PA, Gerard Boost Ennis next Saturday night.
Yeah, that is next Saturday.
Yes, they're hitting you back to back.
I'm playing for another fabulous upset.
I like how you can predict what I'm going to do when I actually can't predict what I'm going to do.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. If Gerard Boost in his fight, I bet I could get a whole pack of Starburst for them.
Hell, bruh, that's dope. Damn, that is next Saturday. Right on
No,
time, too,
so
bro.
Friday night and next Saturday night, y'all will be definitely going in. You heard me? So,
Right.
man, I'm gonna say, hey, man,
Well, that'll
it's fun
be
to be had if you're a boxing fan. Me personally, I will be watching LSU versus Alabama. But shout out to y'all.
I
Damn
I
right.
see. I see. How long's that bridge that you put in the post?
What bridge? Oh, that's the Causeway. That's the Causeway Bridge in Louisiana. It you can get from Metairie, Louisiana to it's actually 20, it's the 24-mile bridge. It takes
24
about,
miles.
in
Is that
actuality, about 23, 24 minutes to cross it. It goes
is
from
that
Mandeville, Louisiana to Metairie, Louisiana.
Is
that
that
the
the one
same?
that's in the water?
Yep, right over
Yeah.
the Lake Country Train.
Fuck that.
Is
That
that
shit crazy.
is that about the same distance it takes for Saints to win their next game?
I don't know, bro. Like I said, man, like I said, we are Saints fans. We holding out every week, every week, every week. So, like I said, man, we playing the Carolina Panthers this week. So it's looking good for us, bro.
Oh,
But
shit.
we just holding our hope, bro. Like I said, I deserve all that, but you gotta understand, DJ. This has been a part of my life when the Saints, we used to wear brown paper bags over our head. They were calling us the Aints. Then we got Drew Brees and Sean Payton went to the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. I mean, dude, it's highs and lows in this. So
I see.
through my
Look,
46 years, I've grown accustomed to the highs and lows of being a Saints fan. So it's
I
not a
see.
problem.
I'm just
I take all the
asking
flack.
innocent questions. I'm just asking
Yeah,
innocent questions.
hey, and I'm here to answer. I take all the flack of being a Saints fan. It's just what it is. It's going to have highs. It's going to have lows. We started off 2-0. Since then, we're 0-5.
Mm,
That's just how it goes, bro. It's just every week it's
Look,
something different.
the roller
it's
coaster. I
it's
feel
no
you.
different from season to season with the teams that we follow here. Mark follows AFL, his AFL side. I follow rugby league side. It's no different. You
Really,
can't.
really.
It's very rare, and it's actually, well, for me anyway, it's very rare that the same team dominates season after season after season. It's actually
Very rare.
rarer than it is normal.
Very rare. Very rare. And like I say, I hate to break one of my homeboys' heart, but the NFL purposely eats its own. So the Kansas City Chiefs being back to back to back champions is very highly unlikely.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. They're not going
I, s-
undefeated either.
I see. I think that Mark Wynn put a bit of a comment in there that might have been directed in.
There you go.
What it
You,
says.
you could
You
crawl.
could
Yeah,
okay, go
go
ahead.
ahead. You could crawl across that bridge quicker than it will take Tank to fight a 50-50 fight.
Hey man, I'm not a part of management.
Here we
Management
go.
responsibilities
Here
go
we
to the
go.
great Al Heyman. Okay.
Hang on. The
Every
great. What? Did you just
bro,
call our Heyman great?
bro,
Bro, I
you
swear
Have
to
you been
God,
exercising, RC?
Rob
no, I don't
is
There's
my
some
exercise.
manager,
loose.
bro.
But this is the
There's
thing.
some
Talk
loose
to my
words in
manager,
there.
bro.
This is the thing, DJ. People mistake Al Heyman for a promoter. He is not a promoter. He's a
Advisor.
manager.
Yeah, you just
He's
keep
a
propping him up.
manager.
Yeah.
He really is. Dude,
Punch,
watch this, DJ. He's the
punch.
same manager that told Errol Spence not to take the Bud fight. Did
I'm just
did
gonna
Earl listen?
let Punch deal with Al. I want no
Watch this.
part of it.
He's the same guy that told Tim Zoo, take the rest of the year off. Let me get this 154 thing settled, and then I'm gonna bring you back into the fold. What a championship out. Did Tim listen?
I've moved
He
past
is
Tim
a
Zoo.
great
Why haven't you,
mind.
RC?
Huh?
I've moved past Tim Zoo for the moment. Why haven't you? You keep bringing it
No,
up.
I'm just
It's not a
saying. I'm
sore
just
point
saying.
for me anymore.
No. I'm just using examples of his great advisory as a manager. That's all he is. He's a manager. He's not a promoter.
Well, he was great when he advised whatever he did to lose Canelo, to lose Boots, to lose Tank. There's
Lose? What you mean lose? He never
well,
managed. He never managed Canelo. He never
what?
managed Boots.
Hang on, what? Canelo didn't have a 3-fight deal that ended up actually walking away from.
See, you messing up again. Tom Brown is the promoter, not Al Heyman.
Okay.
Al
My
Heyman
bad.
is a manager.
Sounds
Tom
very.
Brown's want to say TGB.
Yeah,
Sounds like
TGB Promotions. He
sounds like
lost Canelo.
semantics to me, RC. If you want to live in the world of semantics, like I like to be in blissful ignorance, we can do that.
Hey,
He said,
man,
like I like
I'm
it.
just giving you the honest truth. He is not a promoter. He doesn't even own a promoter's license. The one he had in California is not even he didn't
Keep it
even
going. I'll be
renew
right
it.
back.
He didn't even renew it.
Go get a top up, Slick. What else do you know, RC? What other inside information have you got? I can't believe that Punch remained quiet while you were talking about Al Heyman. Al Heyman is Punch's best friend.
He's just a manager. Everybody's blaming Al for the goings and comings of Premier Boxing Champions. It's nothing to do with him. He is just an advisor / manager. That's it. This is the same guy that managed Mr. 50-0, Mr. TBE, Floyd Mayweather. He's a manager. I don't see what the disconnect is.
I actually, you created a conversation off a couple of words I didn't use, and I actually didn't use Al Heyman in any sentence or language as a promoter. You just jumped there, so you're not getting
Okay,
me
I'm
to
sorry.
buy in. You're not getting
No,
me to
when you
buy in,
said
RC.
lost, you said lost. You say he lost Canelo, Boots, and Tank. And to my knowledge, Tank is still managed by Al Heyman.
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, he can't be managed by Al Heyman. He can be advised by Al Heyman.
Why can't he be
Using
managed by
your
Al
word.
Heyman? He is his manager.
Mm.
His promoter is Tom Brown, TGB Promotion.
So what else you got for us now that we're off Al Heyman?
You hate the truth, don't you? What? Okay. I don't know. What?
I don't hate the truth at all. I don't need to hear it 50 times. Maybe you might have proved your point the first time.
Okay, let's stick to the current event. Okay, we got Oscar De La Hoya dressing up as the Joker. What did you think about
that? Dude tripping, bro. I don't know what that was, bro.
He's dropped the chromosome or something. Like he's just properly not there. And the reality is he's throwing shade on everyone, and his own stable is bare doing nothing.
Right.
He's got
He's speaking facts, but
some sort of infatuation with Eddie Hearn. Like, that's unhealthy.
That's because he deflected. He tried to say Eddie, which is true. Eddie Hearn fighters are losing, but just earlier this year, his fighters was losing. Like, he was shit. They was.
Hey, man. All I can say about Oscar De La Hoya is this, fellas. He has a very active and current stable, being Virgil Ortiz, being, well, we know Ryan is suspended, so we can't bring up Ryan.
Right.
Being the fighter that he has tomorrow night, which I'm gonna tell you something. I think Oscar messed something up because I remember the original Tyson Jake Paul fight that Floyd Schofield was on that card. I don't know what happened when he got kicked to the Virgin Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah, right. He
I
was
don't
on
know
there.
why that
He
happened.
was supposed to be on there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yep. Now
But
I want to play nice because Jake Paul the head of the card.
well, no, because the previous card wasn't on Netflix. Remember?
Hasn't Oscar got Zepeda as well?
Yeah, he got Williams. That's what I'm saying.
That Mike Tyson fight always was supposed to be on Netflix.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah,
Then.
it was.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying, DJ. He has Williams Zepeda. I'm not gonna lie. His roster of his top hitters is really into it. And shout out to the WBO. They announced another one of Oscar's fighters, Barboza, the old man.
Yeah.
The old man is gonna be in the 135. No, I got the wrong dude. Arnold Barboza is a whole nother person. I'm sorry.
Arnold Barboza. Yeah, he young.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a title eliminator.
Yeah, he was the fill-in in case Ryan didn't come through.
Right. But he is going to be in a title eliminator to go after one of the 35 belts. So, fair, bro. I mean, Oscar is maintained. He keeping his head above water until Ryan come off that suspension.
Yeah.
Hey, can we do a check on Punch? Punch, you with us? He might have just
He probably taking a break.
No, he just unmuted his mic.
Oh.
Punch. He might be having difficulty. Yeah, he just dropped out. He'll come back in. Because he had unmuted his mic. We couldn't hear him. But now, let me ask you, Rob, how you feel about the WBO and the favoritism going towards Errol and the TO stuff?
I mean, shoot, man. I don't know where to start with that. I mean, Tio is going to have his favoritism anyway due to his promoter. Everybody know another saying for the WBO, especially around the parts where I live in Vegas, is the world according to Bob. Okay, so
right.
The WBO is going to do what Top Rank wants them to do, even though they have this new CEO, the new guy that's in charge. I mean, hey man, the WBO right now, y'all, they keep it real, which is for sale.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, we got you.
I was trying to talk to y'all, but I don't know. I guess I was blocked out, so I left.
Yeah, we figured it.
I sat there listening the whole time, though.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, Mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just trying something different with some earbuds.
Oh, okay.
Because I noticed when I've been on before, you get a bit of feedback on my thing. So.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're clear to me anyway.
So hopefully that don't happen again.
But yeah, man, the WBO is clearly right now for sale. I mean, y'all seeing that right now about Errol being put into the 154 rankings. So that makes he's ranked in 2 weight classes. I mean, I'm sorry, two sanctioning bodies for the 154. And we don't even know when this fight is going to happen.
Right.
We don't.
Sham.
Cash, baby, cash.
How the fuck is he ranked that? Who? Yeah, sweaty blood money from the fucking Antichrist. That's what it is.
Hey man, what you mean Antichrist? Tom Brown?
That's how you know you can't hear Punch. As soon as Al Heyman comes up.
No, what are you talking about? Tom Brown Punch?
Oh,
you can't pick on Al Punch. He's sick.
I'm talking about the spawn of the fucking Lucifer, the devil.
Why everybody putting it on Al? Al ain't got nothing to do with that.
The motherfucker sitting in the back with his. When you see his fucking, hey, put the meme up, slick, ha 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 ha, nigga, PBC. That motherfucker, the master of disguise, nigga.
The man
back there with his fingers crossed, tapping them together, like, yeah. How can I ruin Crawford's career today, nigga?
Fun.
Oh, what can I do to advance my cash cow? Because I only have 1 cash cow left. Because Crawford done ruined the other one, so I'm gonna do anything to make his life fucking hell. Oh
Fun.
shit! I don't believe in Tank because look, I just postponed this fight because I'm a cheapskate. Fuck you, Al Heyman.
Fun. The man doesn't run PBC, man.
Oh man.
Okay.
You want to know Al Heyman's literal
Why do all the
definition of
boxers
his
say
fight?
when they argue and say, "Al's my guy. I'm Al's guy. Call Al."
Oh no, we want to
Call
thank
Al.
Al
They don't
Heyman.
say call. Whose name did you say? Mike Brown. They don't say call Mike. They say
Tom
call
Brown.
Al, nigga. Hey,
Tom
when
Brown.
Floyd Mayweather was talking about PBC, do we ever say Mike or whatever the fuck his name is?
Tom Brown.
Front
Tom
guy,
Brown.
the Beats by Dre nigga. You know, like we all thought Dr. Dre owned Beats by Dre till Beats by Dre got bought. And we realized this nigga just a face, a front man, nigga. We know who really ran shit. That's Al Heyman.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
I've never heard a fighter say I'd like to thank Tom Brown.
What the fuck is that guy's name?
That's
Tom
true.
Brown. Who the fuck is Tom Brown? Because they don't ever say his goddamn name. They say Al
Okay.
Heyman's name all day though, but he's just an advisor. Quotations.
DJ, can you close your ears? Because I got to go a little bit of business
Quote
about
advisor,
it.
fellas.
No, I'm about to tell y'all a little secret, Chet. A lot of that flies over y'all
I
head.
be an advisor,
No,
so you don't
this ain't
gotta
got
pay
nothing to do with Al
promoter
Heyman.
fees.
This ain't got nothing to do with Al Heyman. This ain't got nothing to do with Al Heyman. This ain't got nothing to do with Al Heyman.
RC, I will not close my ears. I just don't need you
listen to
preaching and justifying dumbass bullshit that happens in Boxing.
RC promotes the horrible politics in boxing. Fuck them niggas.
I'm about to mess y'all up. Guess what? Guess who promotes Turkey Al-Rashid's shows in America? Watch this. Eddie Hearns.
Another slammy ass snake.
You know why? Because Turkey Al-Rashid doesn't have a promoter's license.
That's what they all is. You seen? You got one dressing up.
You've
like
already told us that, RC.
That nigga snorts lines the fucking size of the fucking I-51 Speedway.
Watch
we
this,
got another one with a British accent, a slick British accent, sipping tea, nigga trying to compete and talk shit to everybody. Really just crooked as fuck, nigga, in the spawn of a racist ass daddy. We got a demonic ass bean over there at PVC sitting there tapping his hands together. And we got Turkey on the land where if a chick walk up to a nigga, the guys just walk up to females. And
tell us what you really think, Punch.
I don't trust none of them niggas.
Hey, Punch. What about Bob?
Damn,
no love for Bob?
God.
What about poor old Bob Arum? What about Bob?
A cranky old bastard that been robbing black people at the beginning of time. He only promotes white fighters. Fuck him too.
Oh, damn.
You wrong.
You wrong. Guys. Usyk,
let's get the violin out.
And Japanese ass anyway.
You wrong, bro.
He had Terrence motherfucking Crawford and then played him for years and years.
You wrong, bro.
Got sued
you wrong.
For being a racist bigot. Fuck him.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you brought that up. Watch
poor
this.
Old Bob.
You know, y'all want to know something? August 3rd. Remember the August 3rd fight? Fight with Terrence Crawford, Magno? Guess who Terrence Crawford was signed to August 3rd? Eddie Hearn. Somebody had to be the promoter.
Oh, right. Okay, you lost me. Okay, yeah. You're right.
He was signed to Matchroom for one fight because Turkey Al-Rashid doesn't.
A lot of people don't understand that the promoters are there to promote, but Turkey Al-Rashid is that hedge fund we talk about. Now we got to face with the hedge fund. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You for a minute because you paused, it threw me off. I'm like, what? But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, bro, it has to go through channels, brother. And I'm gonna tell you, Al Heyman is not a channel.
I ain't saying it wasn't channels. I said they all evil.
Oh yeah, I agree with you, 100%.
Demonic, maniacal motherfuckers, and they're bad for the sport. All of
them. 100%.
I think fighters should promote themselves.
And who's gonna pay for that?
Yeah.
Because Devin Haney ain't even had a purse bid money to bid on himself.
You can't say skills pay the bills, RC. So you're right, bro.
Devin Haney didn't even have his own money to purse bid on himself.
You got bet. I don't think no fighter. That's why, like, you catch fighters, they'll keep fighting, but then they sign other boxers. They don't
promote themselves till they start making big money in their fights.
Right? They sign other fighters to make money off of them, and then maybe if they catch a fire, then maybe they become a promotion. But because I don't think they got Amari no more.
Real quick, Slick. I apologize for my outburst. I'm just drunk as fuck over here.
No, you good, man. No, you good, bro.
That's I don't understand why,
bro. But
white feet over here like, yo, you gotta calm the fuck down.
I need to ask RC something, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Do the Haney's still have Amari? Because he been doing his own shit.
Yeah, they have him, but like loosely, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
He probably
He's still on.
promotions.
He's still on all Devin Haney undercards.
Well, you know, he had a couple fights over in Oakland on his own.
Yeah. Just like Alex Holly. Alex Holly is still with Man Down, but he still got his own fights.
Is
okay.
Is there any truth to Haney versus Teofimo Lopez?
They trying to build it. They trying to build it,
right.
but it needs to be built. You got to build that fight.
I mean, they kind of already built with that viral ass confrontation they had a few years back when T.O. had.
Well, T.O. need to start back talking about it. But T.O.
that was
contract.
before T.O. became racist and Devin Haney started suing. That fight's dead right now. They got to rebuild that.
T.O. got to start talking, and the only way that fight takes place, Bill could talk about all he wants, but if T.O. don't open his mouth about it, it ain't gonna take place. It ain't gonna materialize. You know what I mean?
He want nobody when you upset someone.
I mean,
I don't understand why doesn't someone like Canelo, who would be absolutely loaded, he'd have hundreds of millions of dollars. Why doesn't he say, "Fuck all these promoters, I'm just going to do this thing myself"? Is it because of the others have got the networks tied up, or what?
He is.
Well, it's because every contract that come to him is over $100 million.
Here's the thing: you got to think about it like this, Mark. He fuck with the promoters, but technically the promoter, he's the only boxer that make the promoter feel like they're his employee.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't. They can't tell him shit.
He's bringing a lot of money to the table.
If you recall, he fought on PBC. PBC, he said they had a 3-fight deal for him. He fought on PBC. Then he had all his money. He said, "Well, then fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna go fight somewhere else."
Yeah.
He fought somewhere else, and then came back to PBC when they had his damn money.
He's like,
he's truly the only boss in boxing right now, bro.
Yeah, but why doesn't he do his own shows? Like,
who's to say
you can get rid of Bob.
Here's the thing. Like I said, you got to follow the breadcrumbs. He bought their version of ESPN in Mexico. So who's to say he's not throwing his own shows in Mexico?
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
but I mean, I'm talking about his fights. His fights. You know what I mean?
No, and that's what I'm about to tell you about this, Mark.
They're not gonna let him. They'll box him out.
They letting him do it to a sense, Mark, because even this last fight he had with Berlanga, it was portrayed as premier boxing champions, but Canelo had the broadcasting rights, Canelo had the concession stand, Canelo got paid on the parking, Canelo got paid on the merchandising of the fight, and Canelo got paid on the advertisement of the fight, meaning,
Right. You didn't even say all that. Just he got paid 85%.
It works like this. With like,
I remember you saying that before. Yeah.
He got paid 85%, and that left the broadcaster and the promoter to split the rest.
Like,
but say an American fighter. What about an American fighter? He couldn't do this.
He had a Master P, no limit.
That's one that could do that.
Distribution deal.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Floyd's the last.
But an American fighter.
No, in a sense, he's still trying to. I feel like he's trying to beat Floyd, right? By being the highest paid athlete, but he has beat Floyd in the business aspect. Floyd's never had an 85% split.
He's like the thing with Canelo to make him special is he's like LeBron James. I don't know if you watch basketball, but LeBron James is the type of person that whatever city he go to, he can change the market value of your city. So
Check this out.
So the city like Canelo chooses to fight in, it draws people from all over the country plus Mexico. That's like LeBron James too. Like, so that's why those guys can kind of dictate whatever the fuck they want to do.
Let me tell you,
they're gonna put so much money. They're gonna make.
He's making Americans do all the work, and this country ain't gotta do shit but watch.
Gotta do nothing. Like some places in Mexico, all his fights be free for them. You know what I mean?
What was that? Rod, correct me.
And what I'm thinking
was it one of the Triple G fights? Was it the last Triple G fight that he negotiated that they could charge pay-per-view in this country? It was free on TV.
Don't he like sometimes front the bill for that down there in this country? Like for certain places to watch it, don't sometimes he front that bill?
Oh no, it's free. Yeah, it's free. It's free in Mexico. It's free.
Yeah,
on regular TV.
Yeah.
It be on like I know like regular ass channel for them down there.
Well,
He
why
fights.
isn't it free in Australia for our piss poor convict country?
I don't know,
Well, y'all ain't
bro.
as poor as Mexico.
You got to think like this. Motherfucking Canelo
Mexico's
brings
fucked
so
up.
much he
How
do
the
so
fuck?
much in
How the
Mexico too as well. In Mexico as well. So you think like this. Think about it like this. It's not just Canelo doing this. He's doing it with boxing, but we got other foreigners doing it here too, right? You make the American dollar. The American dollar in Mexico is worth so much fucking money, it's crazy. So just think when he gets
Can I
paid
tell him?
his
Can I tell him what
80
$20 is worth in Mexico?
Yeah, tell him real quick.
19
$20 in
pesos per
Mexico
dollar.
is $600.
Yeah, so
$20 get you 600 pesos.
yeah,
Yeah.
so just think that. So when he takes his 85% home, just
He's a
think how
billionaire.
much he
On top
just
of
think.
on top
Oh,
of it.
and another person that was winning. Why people think he wasn't winning, right? All right, they was like, why would Pacquiao only take 175 million and Mayweather's getting like down there 150 million? You know what I'm saying? 175 million is worth in the Philippines. I know
In the
you know, Mark.
Philippines, he's a fucking billionaire.
I know you know, Mark.
Yeah, it's like Australian to Bali money.
So at the end of the day, his 175 million was worth more than Mayweather's 200 something million. You see what I'm saying? And this dude Pacquiao got I implore you guys to go on YouTube. This dude on milk. Who the fuck owns milk? Pacquiao does.
Yeah,
Pacquiao on gas stations, bars, taverns. This dude still today gets up early in the morning after a run and hands out money. He hands out money to motherfuckers standing outside of his fucking mansion.
yeah, he's a living legend in his country.
So that tells you how much money that he's made here and translated into their money, where he can just every day just give out fucking money.
Is that why you use that push button phrase that you got? That boy needs some milk.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm just saying, man. That's some money, bro. So when these guys come over here and make it in America, and Canelo goes back to fucking Mexico, and he bought a fucking network. He bought a network.
Hey,
Dude.
Punched. What did he just say? That was 19 pesos to an American dollar.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
the Indonesian rupiah. We Australians get about 10,000 rupiah for a dollar.
Wow.
Or rupee, and
Wow.
Americans get about 15,000
Hey,
rupiah.
this is off the subject, Mark. But I need to ask you because you frequent over there. Dude, how is they gold? Their gold prices.
I will see. Indonesian gold's not like Australian gold, though. It's not worth as much. It's a different. How do they judge gold? 18 carat. Yeah. It's a different carat. It's a lot yellower. It looks different.
I like it.
It's relative. So if Australians were to buy their gold, right, depending on the pound and the exchange rate, it would be cheaper for the US dollar to buy the same amount. But the problem is that when you go to trade it or offset it, it's relative in that you won't get the return on it that you expect.
Now, this is the crazy part I'm gonna hit y'all with.
Well,
everybody else gold look better than ours.
Well, because you haven't got shit over there. Like honestly, you got half job bloody Alaskan bloody gold mines, but the
gold
quality,
goes by the carats.
It does here too. But I watch
that's
like
right.
Indian gold. Oh my God, I love the fucking weight. Indian gold is man. I swear to God, if I can get India or find somebody give me some shit from fucking India, I will buy me some Indian gold. That's why I'm asking you, Mark. Is it cheap? Is it? What's the price like? Like, so if you was to spend
the same carat gold would be the same price as Australia. It'd probably set on American dollars per ounce.
So it's the same.
But the same
all the way
carat.
around?
But I don't know about India and Philippines, and I don't even know about America, but I know, and I don't even know Australian. But say Australian gold is 18 carat,
Right.
their gold's like 22 carat or something.
Right.
It's not as valuable.
Well, 22
You know.
karat is soft as fuck though. I don't want that. That's
Yeah,
soft.
that's right. That's what they say about it. Oh, I've never bought any, but and it's
Cause it'll
and the
scratch
internet.
up easy as shit. Get
I guess
dull.
so, but the Indonesian gold is compared to the gold that's mined in Australia. Ours is a real gold, whereas theirs is more of a yellow almost.
Yeah.
It's
Cause
different
it's
color,
more
you know.
gold. Cause it's more gold. Like
No,
10
I think
karat gold.
there's more impurities in it.
Oh, really?
I
Can
think so. I think
No,
that's why it's
no.
worth
no,
not
can
worth
I?
as
Gold.
much.
It's more. No,
No, it's
18K is more gold. So like 10K, it's a lighter gold. The more carats, the darker the gold is gonna get. Right.
the
But I want to know the
Oh,
price
okay,
on it.
maybe ours is 24 carat then. Maybe ours is 24, but theirs is 22 or
Yeah, if you got 24, that in between number shit, yeah, that's the impurities where they add nickel and
I
shit. But
I
the
can
24
maybe.
karat is soft. Fuck shit.
So the most purest gold is 24 karat gold,
Right,
right?
and that shit's soft.
It's soft, right? But the problem is that it doesn't hold value until it's actually mixed with tin or something like that to give it the hardness that jewelry and
Right,
those sorts of
right,
things. However, that's from a jewelry aspect, not from a value aspect. So
right.
if we think about a
Well, that's
bar of 20, hang on, if we think about a bar of 24 karat gold to try and answer your question a different way, Slick, the only reason that you invest in gold is it's like shares or the stock market. You, even if you buy it cheap, right, is your resale value or your trade-in value is still relative to what you buy it, right?
mm,
Based on its value. So if you buy a slab of gold at, I don't know, let's take some round figures, like wherever you get it from, Australia, India, Indonesia, the relative gold is not where it comes from. It is part of quality. You'll get a better price for 24 karat gold because it's got better prospects. It can be used with different metals to turn into jewelry, all these sorts of things.
mm,
But it doesn't really matter what price you buy it at, because if you buy it cheap and you want to sell it, it's still going to be cheap, right?
mm,
So when you look at your raw minerals stock market and those sorts of things, the value of your gold and your product isn't more valuable because you bought it cheaper or more expensive.
mm.
It's relative. You don't get a bigger return on shit gold because you bought it cheaper. It is just what the world economy and the metallurgy on it demands.
Yeah,
So, sorry,
no, I
go.
get all of that. Where like I buy gold coins and things like that, right? But like
Yep.
I'm talking about like jewelry wise. So like if they have like say an 18 karat gold rope, right? The comparison, I'm wondering, is it cheaper? Like if I spend like over here, if I want a gold rope, that's going to be about $2,000, close to $2,000, right? For like maybe a 14 karat gold rope gonna run me maybe about close to, I want to say about $2,800, right?
I would think that the price of gold is the price of gold, and the only way you're going to get it cheaper is if it's made in Indonesia because they work for fuck all.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So
And
how much
it's
in
based off
rupees would it
supply and
cost
demand.
compared to? Okay.
So I've been to Dubai, for example. I've been over there, and they've got streets. They call it the gold markets. You go in there and you can walk for 800 meters, shops either side, just full of gold jewelry and those sorts of things.
Mm,
So the supply is high, but the demand is low, so you get it cheaper, right?
right.
Dubai don't have oil gold fields, right? They've
Uh-huh.
got sand, oil, all those sorts of things.
Right.
So the only way that you get the best bargain is that you go somewhere where supply is high and demand is low, and you'll get a better deal.
That's what I'm trying to find. So there's over there in
Dubai.
So it had to be Dubai, not Indonesia or nothing like that.
Well, if you
I
come
don't know.
across to it, if
But
you
like I
say
said, the
you
price of gold's the price of gold. It's the labour that goes into it that will
Right,
probably affect
right.
make the price come down. You know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So like,
But then you got
would
to
it be
think about
cheaper?
the
Would it be
quality of
cheaper?
work too.
Would it be cheaper for me to buy a gold chain from Indonesia versus America, or is it like the same price? Will it translate still into like the same price? You know what I'm saying?
the value will
what I'm basically trying to say is, for a $2,800 chain here, can I spend $1,000 there and get the same chain? Because how the conversion of money translates over. You get what I'm saying?
no.
Okay.
And
So no.
and I'll well, not if you're buying like for like. And Mark's very pretty correct in what he's actually saying is to depending on where it comes from depends on the price. Just hear me out. So in Australia, we have some of the best gold in the world, right? But the problem is that our economy and some of the labour rates means that quality and to buy that gold chain means that you're going to buy at a higher
Premium.
cost locally than what you would be if you bought the same equivalent Indonesia, Philippines, India, right? You're actually buying the same thing, but it's what the shop price is, not the value of it. So don't confuse the two. The
Right.
shop price,
That's how it is here. Right.
the shop price is a reflection on whether they've imported it and how much money that they've got to spend to manufacture it and the labor cost. So I would say to you that if you were to buy an 18 carat gold chain worth X in an American shop, there's every chance and reasonable chance that buying exactly the same product would be cheaper in India.
Okay.
All right.
But
Now I just spoke to the wife.
Yep.
And she had a gold ring made in Bali. Well, not gold. It was rose gold. I don't even know what the fucking difference is, but it's a different color. But it's called rose gold. She had the ring made in Indonesia. With their, they supplied the gold and made the ring. It cost us 650 Australian dollars, which would be about 420 American dollars. And she's had it valued. She's had it valued here in Australia since we've been home, and they've valued it at over 3,000 Australian dollars.
Yeah, that's not bad. Right. Wow.
Which would be probably just over 2,000 American dollars. So it's about a 5 times difference there.
Yeah. Okay, so it's cheaper. See, that's what I'm trying to get into, man. If I can get gold cheaper there, that's why I want to go. You know what I mean? Because here, what they do here, they'll have a chain and basically, and I know a couple of Jews, and then they told me the truth. It's like, man, when I get these chains, man, I'm doubling the price. Because when they get the shit made or whatever, they buy it in bulk. But they're like you said, they paying for it to be made, the style that's made,
production cost,
right? And then
the labor, the machinery.
So he was like, overall, I may pay $1,500 a chain. When they get to you, I'm charging you $3,000.
Yeah, and they're going to make profit out of it as well. So that's what I'm sort of trying to say to you, without being an expert, is I say, well, understand the true value rather than the shop value.
Yeah,
that's the key to getting it right.
Yeah, I get it. No, 100% I get it. I'm just trying to find a country that's cheaper. If I take my American dollar and go get the same something cheaper, you know what I mean?
But we went to
trying to find.
The wife's going to a shop in Bali and sat there, and they designed the ring, and then they had it made and supplied the gold, and it cost us 650 Australian dollars. And then we come back here, get it valued, and they valued it over $3,000. So.
Right, exactly, because your dollar is worth more than their dollar. Right.
Well,
That's right.
That's
Well,
that's what
plus
I'm trying to figure out.
because
it's
the Australian mob would be factoring
Punch.
in our price. What do you call it? Wages.
yeah. So
And Indonesians don't get paid much. So.
Right.
So Slick, I bought while I was in the Navy. I bought what was back then a pretty SLR camera that used to use the old film. Right.
Right.
It's outdated, right?
Right.
But I bought it in Singapore for equivalent of $1,500. When I come back to Australia and I look it up, right, to buy exactly the same thing, exactly the same model, $6,000.
Wow.
So it's actually not. Economies are weird, right? Well, not weird, but they differentiate by their labor costs and imports and exports and all sorts of tariffs and
Yeah.
taxes and bullshit.
Yeah.
So the gain just isn't in gold. The gain can be in any commodity.
Any commodity. Right.
Where you can get exactly the same thing without the hefty markups and profits.
My thing is gold and silver, and so like my goal is to like, okay, I'm from America, right? And everybody think like America is everything, but they overcharge for everything. So I got a goal of going out country. Y'all think I'm playing like I want to come to Australia, staying away from the fucking spiders, but I want to go to England. I want to go all these places, but I also want to find me a place to have what I want, and I feel like I'm getting my bang for my buck. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I go there, I'm gonna fucking shop. If I go to, like you said, Indonesia, and they can make a ring that I want for $400 fucking of my money, goddamn right, I'll buy it with no problem. And on top of that, they made it the way she wanted. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah,
I got a couple Indian friends. They go back and they come back with some shit that I never seen before. It's gold, but it's just the designs and things like that you can't get here. I'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Slick,
And
she's got another ring that I sat there and designed in the jewelers.
Slick, if I've learned anything for all number of reasons, is that Western economies, the basis of Western economies, commodities are always higher.
Yeah.
Whether it be UK, Australia, US, like where all the taxes and tariffs and bullshit comes into it through greed. When you go to economies where it's just hard and fast, I need to sell something to survive. That's where you get your best bang for buck.
Yeah, man. That's why.
But I don't know what, like you said a minute ago, DJ. I don't know what you said. You bought a laptop, was it, or a camera?
No,
or something?
it was
camera.
Yeah, it was just
a camera. Yeah. But if you go to, I'll only speak on Bali because I'll go there lots. But you go to Bali and say you go into a Billabong shop and want to buy a pair of Billabong shorts and a Billabong t-shirt, they're going to cost you exactly the same what it's going to cost you in Australia. You go into a phone shop and want to buy a fucking what do they call them? The iPhone. Exactly the same price as Australia, if not fucking more. Same as shoes. You can go to Bali and buy knockoff fucking Nikes and whatever, all sorts, Jordans and all that sort of rubbish. But you go to a proper shop for the proper shoe, you're paying, pretty much the same price.
Gotcha.
As in Australia. Because it's all imported. Whatever's imported into that country is going to cost you what it costs importing into your country.
Right. And that's my thing.
Anything we get out of the US,
I'll give you this. Harley Davidsons are double the price in Thailand and Indonesia as they are in Australia. So a $25,000 Harley Davidson here is close to $50,000 in Indonesia or Thailand because they got 100% luxury tax on cars, not scooters, but flash motorbikes, boats, all that sort of shit.
Yeah, I got a couple friends that went to Germany and shit and had cars imported because like BMWs and shit is like damn near their regular car and they get it cheaper there and they come here. But like that's what got my mind going or whatever. So like
it depends on what you want to buy though. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this gold, the ring me missus had made, that we've made quite a bit of money on that. But if you want shoes, like they're exactly the same price as here if you want the real ones, you know.
Right.
Slick,
Most people go there to buy knockoffs because we don't have them here.
Right.
Slick, are you looking at it from you want the product at the cheaper price or the investment side of things?
Well, no, I want when I like wearing gold, right? So like, and I also like not looking like everybody else. So, but I also want to find the cheapest price.
Oh, you're gonna have the whole Mr. T.
No, I got gold chains. I say I just don't wear them like that. If you go back to the videos, you'll see a couple of them on my neck, but like I don't wear them like that. And I kind of keep them like heirlooms. Like I got my dad gold chains. I don't even wear them. I just keep them put up. But like also like I wanted like gold coins and shit like that. I keep all of that. Like I buy
gold's a good investment
too, and I
It
like
is.
silver too.
So
because even if your dollar's worth nothing, the fucking gold's still going to be worth.
Right.
Slick, our $1 and $2 coins have gold in them.
Who you guys just have gold in them?
Yeah, they're gold coated. Not at 18 karat gold, maybe 12.
Fuck, I don't know about that, DJ.
Like
are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
Wow, that's dope. What?
Yeah.
I thought it was. I thought it was just an alloy they made.
No, the
Look, a fucking
internals are
dollar.
an
A dollar coin is bigger than a $2 coin. So how the fuck does that work out? Because there'd be more gold on that $1 coin than the $2
So
coin.
you guys don't have paper money?
Yeah. We do.
Only $1 and $2 and 50 cents and 20 cents. That's the only coins.
Wow, we don't
Or
have
10
a
cents
$1
as well.
coin.
Yeah.
So we've got
Nah,
five.
I don't know how that works, BJ.
Well, we have let me take it back. We do have a $1 coin. I'm tripping. We do have a $1 coin, but we have a paper dollar too.
Yeah, I've got US paper dollars.
We used to have paper $1 and $2, but that was like fucking 30 years ago.
I've got ones, 10s and 50s of US dollars in my drawer.
Yeah.
From where I've been overseas. Look, look, everything's relative. Like you pay whatever the market demands. It doesn't matter where you go. So, but like Mark said, there's some places you can go around the world that don't have the economic bullshit that drives prices up. It's not the same for every commodity.
They're called taxes.
But the Western societies feel like, particularly at the higher end, the political end, and let's not get into that, they feel like the public owes them something to pay for all the bullshit ideas they got, where that actually doesn't exist in some of the second or third world countries where they're only really demanding what they can get to survive. And maybe that's where the value is.
Gotcha.
Well, it's same thing with some of the animal poaching. If you lions for apparently Chinese medicine and those sorts of things, they poach lions out of South Africa, and one lion, once it's changed hands, can be up to $300,000.
Damn.
Right? Yeah.
I need to go lion hunting.
Oh, don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare. Hey, RC, how much would a ticket to a tank fight in Indonesia cost me? Would I get that for free, knowing the results already done?
It's like you said, no matter where you at, some things just cost the same.
Damn,
when you gotta think tank fight, you gotta think creme de la creme, the elites of boxing.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, there's a bar. Hey, Rob. There's a bar in Bali. It's called the Y Bar. It's a big, massive bar, and on certain nights of the week, they got tanks there. They got like 5 or 6 of them suckers turn up. It's called midget boxing.
Hey man!
Wow.
Costs $6 to get in.
Hey man, Tank is only 5'5". He's not that much tall. He's not really tall at all. Very
Hey,
small,
Rob,
man.
we need to go hunt a Mufasa.
I'm
He said
surprised.
he said you get 300,000 for
Hey,
one
man.
of them motherfuckers.
Hey, man, how far are you from the St. Louis Zoo?
Yeah, you got to catch it though, not shoot it.
Hey,
Shit.
I'm gonna cheer you on from afar. I ain't messing with no lion, bro.
Yeah, I'm watching that shit on YouTube.
Oh
See,
yeah.
How is-
Let Slick go live when he go to
Bruh.
St. Louis Zoo and try his life.
I see.
That's
How
crazy.
come Tank?
300,000 shit.
How come there's heaps of documentaries on YouTube about it if you ever get interested, Slick.
Yeah.
I see. How come Tank doesn't have a Nike sponsorship because he runs all the time?
These dudes have jokes.
No. To actually answer that question very, very honestly, he doesn't have a sponsorship with anyone because of the criminal behavior and record.
My dude got jokes.
To keep
He said,
it
"Why you
all
say
the way
that?"
real, DG. I don't even think Tank can come to Australia.
He definitely
Like
not coming to Australia.
other than boxing, if he's not performing or working,
Right.
if he was
You
like,
can't
I
go.
just want to go kick it in Australia, I don't think he could come.
Not many of Tank's hood rat fans would get in here either.
Yeah.
Look, there's
Like
probably,
you, RC.
That's why Houston want the $5 million insurance policy. Hood rat fans like
Exactly
us.
right. That's exactly right.
who's Javonte Davis in Australia? 5 people mightn't be able to answer that.
I don't know. I
Shit,
can't. I don't know. That's a
Well,
good
if he
one.
came there, I think they'll show up for him.
No, they wouldn't.
would.
Because no, like
You don't
DJ's
think
right.
so? You don't think
DJ's
so?
right, man. Unless people that listen to these YouTube channels or they're part of actually do boxing, nobody. I could go to work tomorrow and ask my mates, and none of them would have heard of Tank Davis. None of them.
Word.
He would have to fight the Maloneys. In the Maloneys like 135, 130.
Nobody's
So
heard of the
let
Maloney's
me ask
here
you.
either.
So do they know who Canelo is?
The normal person in the street, you go up to 100 of them, I reckon 90 of them would say no.
Yeah, that's
No,
believable.
Probably more
That's
than 90, 95 of them, probably 98. There you go.
Not Tank. Would they know who Canelo is?
Yeah, no, I don't think they would, no.
I'll tell you, I
Damn.
put something on our group post there, I don't know, whenever it was, right, about promoters. So get this, right? You ask the same people today, like say my generation or Mark's generation, the same sort of thing, right? Who's Felix Trinidad? Who's Oscar De La Hoya? You'll bet because the promoters used to send out the big posters promoting the fight and bits and pieces, right? Now, these days, what you're doing is you're competing with so many other distractions, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is, right? I would guarantee that out of the 100 people that you asked, more people would know about a Floyd Mayweather, a Trinidad, a Tyson than what they
That's
do
what I was
about
just going to say.
what
Just
they
about it.
do.
I reckon everybody in Australia knows who Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson are.
Right.
Yep, because the promoters used to do their jobs. They used to actually promote the fighter and the fight. And this was my point. I'm just saying now they're getting
the fight would be free on TV too.
Well, now they're getting the same percentage, if not more, for doing less and probably fucking around with their career more than just promoting it. So I can remember posters growing up when I was 18, 19, 20 of US fighters, right? That wasn't a pay-per-view. It was free in some spots. You go to the pub here on a Sunday, watch the boxing. Now they're heavily reliant or relaxed on the fighter promoting itself. So my question is that promoters are getting money for jam today comparison to the work and the investment that they used to do 2 decades ago.
Exactly right. There's more people in Australia would know who the hell and be able to tell you about Rocky Balboa's fucking career than be able to tell you about
Damn.
than to be able to tell you about fucking Fury or Usyk or
Shit.
Wilder or Joshua or even the Klitschko's, you know?
So for the fighters, when they've got to give away their 3% or 5% to the promoters, I still reckon that the question remains in this day and age, exactly what are you fucking doing for me to build this fight? You tell me I can only get $5 million, but what are you doing to help me get the $7 million or $8 million? Because if I'm going to give you 3 or 5%, if it's just on me and my face and my reputation, what the fuck am I paying you for?
Because he can't do it himself.
Some motherfuckers get 33 in the third.
But you got to
get
understand
where I'm coming from, though.
Yeah, I understand you're correct, DJ, but you got to understand these boxers that you're talking about don't have access to these buildings, these offices to walk in and make those negotiations.
But I'll tell you this much: we got three young blokes. We got 3 young blokes at work, and they know the hell Ryan Garcia is.
Yeah, Ryan is stall, bro. Ryan is a stall.
And that's only because of his what do you call it, Instagram bullshit or whatever he does.
That's what I said.
So it's a
me and DJ was talking about that earlier.
But they have no idea who Tank Davis is, who Bud Crawford is, who Usyk is, who, you know, none of them.
Yeah. Ryan gives his fans something to look forward to.
Yeah.
He keeps his fans occupied. You get what I'm saying? As long as they can see him, they're happy.
Well,
and a lot of other stars don't do that.
Regardless of whether which way you flip or turn it, he gives back to his fans.
Yeah, he gives
some
right.
And some of that, to be fair, is not boxing related, but with Ryan, it's all sorts of different things. But I just challenge the function of promoters other than history and normalcy. See, I don't accept that Tank Davis, because they don't have access to an office, needs a promoter, right? Or a promoter to take 3% of their earnings if that promoter isn't actually proactively building and promoting that boxer or that fight. Otherwise, all you get is you get an organizer. You've got an organizer that says, now we've got a bout and I just need to book a venue and get all the logistics sorted. Don't call it a promoter if you're not promoting. Call it an organizer or a manager.
Yeah. But to be fair, they don't. I'm going to be fair with you, DJ. The only people that call Al Heyman a promoter is the fans. The boxers don't call him no promoter. They just say, I want to thank Al Heyman for getting me this fight. That's it. If you look at any weigh-in, they always say this fight is by way of TGB Promotions, Tim Brown. They don't even mention Al's name. It's just that Al is the famous name in the bunch, and PBC is like over in the States, we have a thing. Like, I own a company called NJR Media, right? And I have GMT Sports. GMT Sports is my do business as name. You get what I'm saying? Right? But it's not my company's name. And that's basically what PBC is to TGB. Do business as name. You get what I'm saying?
The difference is there, though, Slick, and it's a very easy differential, is that you're not taking the value of your employees and putting it in your bank without some effort or commitment on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my point about promoters. Eddie Hearn, love him or hate him, at least makes an effort to promote his stable. Whether you like his style or not and how he does it.
I agree.
I agree with that.
He does do his job.
But
Yep.
at least, I mean, he's talking people up that just shouldn't be talked up, but he recognises that that's his job as a promoter, right? Whereas
Right.
I see Top Rank are a little bit more strategic. They want to manage their fighters from contender through to, potential title.
Mm-hmm.
But Oscar De La Hoya, PBC are actually the worst at promoting their stable. If you weren't in the boxing circle, you would have no idea who's in the PBC ranks. You'd have
I'll
no idea.
I'll
And
say
it
this.
and it's the same for Golden Boy.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Cause see the way I see it is Top Rank, PBC. I mean, the worst is Golden Boy, right? You got a promoter that's self-pretentious and he kind of concerned about himself and he talks a lot of shit. But one thing I will say, if PBC was just a image based company to build your image, they'll be number one. They're just not good at promoting boxing. But if you look at all their stars, look at all their stars. Who have they really fought to even become a star? This is a fact. People clamor around Jamel. People clamor around Jamal. They clamor around Earl. And I'm not talking about the fights they had that was late. If you look at their fights from today on back, you're going to count less than probably 6 or 7 fights that made them into star. They know how to build an image, right? Four is Top Rank. For them, they're like the developmental stage of boxing. We'll get you on TV. We'll get your name in the house, but it's up to you to perform. You get what I'm saying?
So off the back of
Yeah.
that, Slick, and this is a bit of a loaded question.
Mhm.
In today's boxing, explain the difference between commercial difference between a sponsorship and how a sponsor gets their investment returned compared to a promoter and how they get their investment returned in the boxing world. Because before you answer that, I'm going to say that it's very similar, but yet sponsors don't dictate terms.
Right.
Shit, they do dictate terms.
Well, as far as you showing ain't shit, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know where on that ring they gonna put Venom is gonna be dropping October 25th. Something
yeah, they know.
you
Yeah,
see that?
right. But that's why I say for them showing shit. But like the promoter, like every promoter has their own way of doing things. There's no set way of doing it. Bob believes a boxer should be able to talk, right? And that gives him something to go off of, correct? Because that's how his whole career has been. The boxers that he touched, they had no problem getting in front of a mic talking shit. He doesn't believe that he should do all the talking. Whereas Eddie, they're mostly the boxers show his skills in the ring. I'm gonna talk the shit for them. You get what I'm saying?
You're not.
Am I answering correctly?
Maybe I didn't ask the question properly. Okay, so look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make a statement, and I'm happy, like, just for conversation purposes. It doesn't need to be correct. Just if I'm the CEO of Adidas or Adidas, as you pronounce it over there, or Nike, what I do
I
is
like how people
I give an athlete, I invest in an athlete to give them my apparel, right? So my apparel is seen on TV, right? Whether it's shoes, shirts, whatever it might be, equipment, right? And where I get the investment back is that athlete encourages Tom, Dick, Harry, Mary, Helen to go and buy that product because
Right.
that athlete's using it, right? That's where I get my investment back, right? When it comes to promoters in current state, as I see it, and it might be a convoluted sort of vision on it, is I see limited investment, right, into the athlete with a contract that says you need to keep giving back to me 3 or 5% of your bag, your takings, what have you, for very little investment. So my challenge to everyone here, and I'm open to opinions and get shot down and eat crows, is what I'm saying is that for me, it feels like that there's an interaction between a stable, the promoters, and the broadcaster, and the promoters seem to be the ones that are holding the stop go sign and taking 3-5% on it for no real investment. Because you're not getting promoted. You can go quiet and be inactive for 12 months or 2 years in some cases, right? But when I put you in the ring, I reserve the right to actually take 3% of your takings off you for nothing.
Yeah. You said it right. You didn't say nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing wrong whatsoever.
Well, like what I said earlier, then what about Ryan Garcia? He's got the massive platform on social media. He can promote himself. He's got plenty of people. If he announced a fight, he'd probably get fucking 400,000 views just from the peanuts off his Instagram thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about, like I say,
but why can't he do that then?
Who, Ryan? Ryan getting his
Yeah,
money.
well,
right.
besides, but
Ryan is the
he could cut out the promoter. He could cut out the promoter. They're obviously taking a bit, so he's going to get that bit as well.
He can cut that promoter out, but see, the promoters got control of the venues. They got control of all the prime locations.
See, this is where I was going. This is
That's
why
the
can't they
business-
do it?
That's the business part of it.
Yeah.
The networks, the
They got
venues.
networks. They got all that
You
shit.
got to think about it. There's really a lot
Fighters
of
tried it, bro. Roy tried it,
a
bro.
lot of promoters in boxing, but only the only ones we talk about is the top ones because they all have the network deals.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones we ever see. So a lot of that, and that's why they got all the top fighters because they can get you on the networks. But even though there's really a ton of promoters in boxing, believe it or not, a lot.
Yeah, that's why I like the zone.
Oh, yeah,
they're showing it. And pro
well, you got
boxing
no
is
limit as well,
aligning
ain't you? There's promoters in every country, basically. So.
But yeah,
and I have another answer to that question, Mark. Ryan can leave Oscar De La Hoya and go on his own, but you know what his first roadblock going to be? Who he's going to fight? Because no other fighter on them other promotional companies, when he go to call to make the fight, going to talk to him.
Yeah, they got to talk to the promoter.
Yeah, they don't. They don't talk to boxers. They only talk to the other promoters.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ryan would have the money to put up. I mean, if he's going to, let's say he offers, I don't know, who's an average run-of-the-mill fighter in his own division? What's he in, 140? I mean, hell, he could even ask Paro. He could even
run-of-the-mill boxer, isn't he?
Here's the thing, though. It's not about Ryan paying somebody to fight him. It's about, this is why they get other people to invest. Because if I beat you, I still got to pay you. There's no return.
Of course.
There's no return. So Ryan will have to find somebody who's willing to invest and willing to make money off the back end.
Invest? Oh, slick.
So
I'm
like okay, watch this. Let me break this down.
I'm about to get real passionate. When you start
for real.
using
Seriously. Let me break this down to me and DJ gonna have a fight, y'all, right? And it's I don't have a promotion company, but I could get the venue, I can do all this stuff, right? I got to pay for everything, including pay you. I beat you. I don't make any money. I don't get shit out of it, right? This is unless I'm.
You do if you sell tickets and you sell pay-per-views.
Yeah, you sell pay-per-views, but that's show money at the end of the day because the network still got to get. They taking a chance on me, so they get majority of the money in the first fucking place. So it becomes a local show. That's what it is. When you have investors that's wanting you say, hey, if you invest in our fight, I want $10 million. You could pay him 5, and I can guarantee you, with my following, you're gonna double that. That's why they go get hedge funds, and that's why you got Turkey, and that's why you got these guys. You get what I'm saying? So I can make my shit without no fault in the end of it. If I do that, I'm throwing local shows where I could pay $100,000 for everything, and I can make 150 back. So I make my 100 back, and I make 50.
Yeah.
But that's all you're gonna get if it's all coming out of one fighter's pocket. You understand what I'm saying? So we see these fighters have a lot of millions, and we say, why don't they finance themselves? But in the day, they only have enough to finance a local show. Top Rank does not finance these shows. They have people who invest in these shows. That's why when they don't have someone to invest in these shows, that's why they go to purse bid. You see what I'm saying? If Bob
I
had
guess to put
somebody
on
to
that.
invest in a TO fight, who is TO supposed to fight, and they went to purse bid? If he had somebody invest in that fight would have went forward. Nobody wanted it. That means Bob couldn't find nobody invest in this bullshit. And if they seen this bullshit, Bob saw this bullshit. Well, we're gonna see what other promoter wants it. You see what I'm saying? And then
I mean, well,
guess
take
what?
the Tim Tszyu fight a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, whatever it was.
Right.
That was, I mean, fuck, how many people were there? Maybe fucking 1,000 at the most inside. And then if they did 50,000 pay-per-views from Australia at what was it, $70 each, that's still only 3.5 million.
Right. So and then not only
and it costs a lot, I bet, to put them shows on.
Now I'm gonna show you the shady side of fucking boxing. Say I don't have an investor, and I put up for purse bid. It go to purse bid. Eddie say, "Well, since you motherfuckers don't want it, I'll buy it for 1.5." Right?
Yeah, like he did the other week or a couple of months ago.
The A side get, what is it, 70%, and the other side get 20%, and the winner get 10% or something like that.
Yep.
Extra
that's
10%,
That's
some
what
shit
it is,
like that, right? Guess what I could do? Fuck you, Eddie. I'm gonna buy it for $2 million. Now I'm winning. I ain't gotta pay y'all really shit. That purse is y'all money versus what y'all would have got if I had a hedge fund person. You know what I'm saying? Now it makes sense for me to go get a venue. Now it makes sense for me to go get tickets processed and pay for advertisement. Because all I gotta give you is 1 million, and you get the other. I'm about to get all of that shit back and probably double or triple it. You get what I'm saying? That's the point of purse bid when a promoter guy put his own money up.
Eddie doing that next Saturday.
Yeah,
with a booth
exactly.
fight.
Exactly.
I'm not going to disagree on how
That's like what No Limit did with that Janabek fight. Yeah.
how that actually works, right? But just hear me out for a minute in how it's so counterintuitive that you're actually not attracting the investors that you need or you want, right? On any given day, let's just talk reality. On any given day, you're not guaranteed of a fair contest, right? By way of judging, right? What you're also not investing in, and in some instances, is a fair fight, right? You're not investing in a competitive fight. What you're also doing is you're investing in a product that's not well promoted, right? Other than the big top tier things that just sell themselves for boxing enthusiasts, I'll call them. Not casuals, not hardcores, but boxing enthusiasts, right? So when you go to actually make a fight, and we can talk maybe a Tank Roach fight, there ain't no way that a sensible investor is actually going to get into that, because what they're actually doing is they're going to say, well, the return on my investment is only off Tank's name and how many people that he brings to it, right? What I'm not getting out of that is, and I'm not seeing historically or more recently, what I'm not seeing is a product that is well promoted from the promoter that's approaching me to invest in it,
Mhm.
right? And it could quite easily be a flop. Yeah, look, Al, Tom, Bob, Oscar, whoever, right? Doesn't really matter. Is that you can't draw proper investment when you've got a sport with so many variables in it that may include corruption. You the
But
big tier companies, whether it be Nike, whether it be Everlast, whether it be whoever, don't want a piece of the pie, a genuine piece of the pie, if their name's going to get dragged into controversial situations.
oh
It's
yeah,
a
yeah,
it's a business no. It's
yeah.
an economic no.
Mhm.
So in all of this, I'm just saying that if there was an ability and a willingness to clean the sport up and make it more predictable, easier to follow, without the corruption, is that the two companies that invest in your product for 200 grand each or a couple of $1 million each, you're restricting yourself because you might get the HSBCs or you might get the Emirates, whoever it might be, that might be prepared to put $20 million worth of investment in it. So
Mhm.
they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah,
If
overall, because
if
it's the Wild Wild West.
well, if and unfortunately the athletes are the ones that actually suffer from it. And they are proper athletes. You
Yeah,
can't question it.
no
Um,
doubt. It's also a catch-22 on the end because like they're actually what do you call it? Freelancers. Um,
Individual
there
contractors.
you go. Yeah, individual contract. You know, and they kind of fucks them over, but when
And
they get
look, I
locked,
understand that under it's very difficult. Like it's not normal. Like you've only got to look at Turkey Al Sheikh is a really good example, right?
mhm,
I would say that he wants to avoid the bullshit and go like avoid broadcasters and promoters and go straight to the fighter and just say, hey, look, I've got a check for you that looks like
which he
this.
done. Yeah, which he's
You're
done.
right.
Yeah.
Now that has worked with some fighters, but for other fighters, they go, well, to do that, that means that I'm burning bridges with a PBC or a top rank and broadcasters for the future,
Right.
right? So the check comes with consequences. Yes, I get a big dollar amount, but what happens after that?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas there is room by majority, not minority, and that's the key. It's not good enough for two people like a Bud or a Andre Ward to, or a Canelo to want
Mm-hmm.
to manage their situation more independently without promoter interference. It
Right.
has to be by a majority and just say, look, we don't think you're healthy for us. We've got a team that's happy to sit down, lawyers, managers, what have you, with broadcasters, whether it be Amazon Prime, because there's no planet where a broadcaster is only allowed to talk to a broadcaster. There's no planet where an individual team can't approach a broadcaster to try and organise something. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't happen. Because if it does happen in this day and age, from what I'm hearing and understanding, is they get blackballed or shut out for every other year after it.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's sad because the way boxing is, they should like, you know, like every other sport in America, they kind of shop it around. Who has the highest bid? That's what channel it's going to show on, right? And when boxing was back in the day with the wide world of sports and you used to come on Saturdays, it's because ABC was paying the highest bid for it, right? Now it's in reverse. The promoter is signed to the network. And at the end of the day, the network gets to call the shots. And that's what, I don't know, I want to say it kind of ties the hands of the promoter. So when the promoter presents a fight, the network can say, we don't want that fight. You need to try to get XYZ into a fight. So that presents a problem in itself. Now, I'm not making an excuse for a promoter because I feel like promoters have never got themselves in that predicament where the networks are going to start telling the promoters what to do, right? Because it's not the same as baseball, basketball, football, where a network will say, well, we're not going to show the Texans versus the Jets. We're going to show this fight. I mean, this football game. I'm sorry, this football game. Because they're paying them to be able to make that choice. The network is paying the NFL to be able to make the choice. Whereas boxing, the network is not paying them to make that choice to say that this is the third. They're being pimped by the station. Whatever station is broadcasting it.
That
Yeah,
makes
but
complete
the
sense to me.
networks will
But
pay for it.
I mean, I said it a little
Because
backwards. I caught
no,
myself where I
no,
said a little backwards. It's
I'm,
like
I'm,
with
I'm
football,
following you,
but it
Slick.
should
But
be more
with
people watch
football,
football,
baseball.
I bet, than boxing.
Let me clear this piece up. What I meant to say was where baseball and football and all other sports is, say they don't want to show the Jets and the Texans in football. Well, the NFL could come back say, well, that's what you got. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Whereas
but
where in boxing, they
most
can't come back at them like that. That's what I'm trying to say.
the most significant difference in that is that for me it doesn't appear or feel like it's a fair comparison, because it's much easier to manipulate an individual than it is a group of people, from an individual sport to a team sport, right? Where you have a combined competition where it's not just one team, it's 20 teams.
Right.
You can't run roughshod over 20 teams that are 20 people deep, right? It's not about unionisation. It's just about saying, well, I just can't influence and dictate terms to 20 teams with 20 people in it. I've got to work with them. Whereas in an individual sport like boxing, is that you unfairly get the opportunity to manipulate what best suits you, not what's best for the boxer. Imagine you got an employer, you work for an employer that dictates when you're allowed to work and how long you're allowed to work throughout a year. How do you pay a mortgage, or how do you look after your family, right? If your employer / promoter, right, says, Slick, I'm happy for you to come to work in April for a week. Like, how does that help you? Right? Whereas in other individual sports like golf or tennis, at least you've got a schedule where you can qualify and choose to compete in those, right? There's not a boxing schedule that says that, all right, for me to have the opportunity to perform well, win an equivalent of a major, like a title, right? Because it's dictated to you rather than allowing you to pick how you're going to manage your career and your financials. So if you rewind that and I put it back on the sanctioning bodies with the rankings and the eliminations and all those sorts of things, fundamentally, in my brain, if the sanctioning bodies would actually get a backbone and a set of fucking balls rather than being corrupt, some of this stuff would stop and they would actually force mandatories. Righto, Canelo, you've got a mandatory. Yeah, you don't want it, right? We're taking that title off you. Now, financially, you're a
Four
lower
different
product. right? You can't be unified. You can't have Ring Magazine. You can't be this. You're starting to lose your leverage and your terms on your opponents. Canelo, if you're not going to fight these four mandatories in the different sanctioning bodies, right, we're going to strip you, right? And part of that is to allow the next generation to come through and actually get their flowers and earn their keep.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people deserve to be at the top for a long time, right? But some of them have been at the top for a long time because they haven't been forced to continually earn their place by enforced mandatories. Or you get a fucking Errol Spence that gets the shit beat out of him, and all of a sudden he's got rankings in the division above him.
Right.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
What?
But this is why UFC's run better, right? UFC's run better because it's just one organisation, one belt in each division. You're going to fight him. You're going to fight him.
Mark, they're burning their own house down in some respects. They're diminishing their product with the sanctioning bodies and the way that they operate. That my fear is that they're not getting stronger and better, and that's unfair on the athletes. They're actually getting worse because they're just going to end up imploding on themselves. Maybe you need to hit rock bottom before
There's
you
going to have to be
reset.
change. Like I said, like Slick was saying before about this is why the TV companies or the networks or whatever pay American football and American baseball and American basketball huge money because they know a lot more people watch them sports to start with than watch boxing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they've only got one mob to deal with, one organisation. You come to boxing, you got 4 different promotional companies, and you got umpteen different promoters, and they're all money hungry peanuts. You know what I mean?
Well, team sports for me is a slightly different product to individual sports. I can follow the Lakers, for example, and have a favourite player in the Lakers that continues to get me watching. Team sports draw a completely different demographic rather than individual sports. But look,
But this is what I mean.
It's a bit of a pipe dream. What's your thoughts? Like, do you just argue that we're forever going to be stuck in status quo with boxing? Like, is there any chance of change?
No, that's the dynamic. You got to think. Bob Arum. We out here in Las Vegas call him the Snake. He's been a snake since 1968. After him was Don King. Guess who's a product of Don King? He actually grew up down the street from Don King. Al Heyman.
Yep.
Eddie Hearn learned from his father in the UK.
Yeah, we had this discussion a couple of weeks ago. It's always been run by dodgy people, and it's always going to be.
Right.
Yeah. You got the guy from Queensbury, Frank.
Hold it down. Get right back.
I didn't know the guy that runs Queensbury. His real name is Francis. I learned that.
Yeah, Frank
Actually,
Warren.
Francis Warren. I learned that because he was at the WBO convention the other day. But it's the dynamic of the sport. It's so crazy, but that's why Slick have got on here, Nine have got on here, a lot of people got on here and told you. That's why boxing is like the 8th most popular sport in America. It'll never eclipse baseball, basketball, football. It never will. Because you know what it is? The frustrations that you express a lot of times, DJ, has set in a lot of Americans, and they just say, just fuck it. We're going to watch something else. UFC, whatever. You know what's so crazy? You know what's the icing on the cake? The cherry on top of how you feel sometimes about the sport, DJ? The 2028 Olympics is not even having boxing. Not even having it. They'd rather support breakdancing instead of boxing.
I thought that got changed. I thought that got
No,
changed. RC.
no.
No, because they
2028.
got what's his name, Triple G, running this thing now.
2028 Olympics that will be in Summer Olympics that will be in Los Angeles, California, in the United States will not feature boxing.
So I think that
I
that's
don't know. I've heard different to that, but anyway.
slightly. Hang on, RC. I want to disconnect that a little bit from the mainstream boxing in that, and I believe it will happen. I hope it happens once they get out of this woke fucking bullshit, right? And everything's too violent. That'll return. But to your point is that are the fans, in your opinion, blindly, begrudgingly, or ignorantly supporting the boxing product that they get? Do they actually have more power than they realize? Stop buying the pay-per-views. Don't get the subscriptions. If they do that, does that force a change, or does that actually crumble boxing where it's unrecoverable?
Go ahead, RC.
To be honest with you, it's gotten to a point, DJ and Slick and Punch could definitely piggyback on this. It's gotten to the point where a lot of fans in America, I'm just speaking for America, that's all I know, that's why I stay. They got to the point where they don't give a fuck. It's who is the most popular. We want to see what's going to happen, and we just want to stick with that one person. The rest of the sport, the rest of the Saturday nights, the rest of the fights, they don't give a fuck. That's why you get a 5'5" guy so fucking popular. That's why you get a social media giant like Ryan Garcia so popular. See, you guys would say, and I'm just saying aficionados or whoever wants to claim that title, because I'm still gonna say I'm a casual. You guys gonna say, "Oh, Ryan don't have skills like that. Ryan don't have a jab like that. Ryan don't fight off the back foot, the front." You know all the cliche sayings that you said on this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what the common fan says? That's buying those tickets and paying for that Ryan Garcia pay per view. Wow, we get to see Ryan for 36 minutes.
Yep.
That's
That's
it.
exactly what I said earlier, RC. I said that earlier.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to give you one more thing before you go, Slick. One more thing. In 2 weeks, you got Jake Paul. Now, I'm gonna say this, DJ, and I
Taking the
want you to
words out
put
my
in
mouth.
your mind what you think of Jake Paul. Jake Paul is about to put 80,000 people in Dallas Stadium.
Yep.
You think they're going to see Jake Paul's skills? You think you're going to see Jake Paul pound for pound and all that good stuff? Y'all like say fight off the back foot. Oh, see his jab. See his cross. See his hook and all. You think you're going to see that? You think them 80,000 people going to see that with Jake Paul?
Well, my analogy is this, RC, to answer your question, is that the boxing community is starving. So they don't care whether they eat a steak or a bit of bread or a prawn or whatever it is. They just want to eat. All right. And it's
but it's not the boxing community's going to watch these peanuts. It's their Instagram followers. That's where they get all their views from.
So true, Mark.
That I'm of the
And that's what I
belief
was saying earlier. I should have included that Jack Paul fucking peanut too, because he fits in the same category as Ryan.
I see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm of the opinion that the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson concept never gets any credibility or roll on if the health of the true boxing is happening. So if you're getting good, contestable, fair fights every couple of times a month, every week, whatever, right? You're only interested is because you're starving. Yeah, you wanted the Canelo Benavidez fight. You're hungry for it. You want Bud Crawford back in the ring, right? You want to see how Devin Haney responds. There's a hunger there from boxing enthusiasts, right? They just want to see boxing, and the only thing that they get on that particular weekend of any worth is Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. So what they're doing is they're going to a restaurant and the special is run out. They don't get a T-bone or a ribeye. The only thing left is fish. So they'll just eat the fish because they're hungry.
That too. It's that too. Both of y'all got great points. Rob took the words out my mouth with the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. It's a lot of fandom going, right? The casual has outweighed the aficionado, right? Back in the day,
But they always
aficionado.
have.
Well, no, like you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like you go back
Aficionados.
to the Tyson days, man. Everybody knew who Mike
Yeah,
Tyson was,
everybody knew Mike Tyson,
even in Australia.
But yeah, that's true. But look at all the other fighters besides Mike Tyson that got credibility, right? Because aficionados was constantly watching, and they could tell who was watching and who wasn't, right? Yeah, you had a Mike Tyson fight, everybody was going to watch that. But you had other people like Mugabe, you had all other people that was dope, that was really good, right? They just wasn't on the scale of a Mike Tyson, but us aficionados will watch it. Now, the casuals with social media and all of that stuff, that's what they gauge it by now. And that's what sucks. That's what really sucks because, again, the Mike Tyson and the Jake Paul, they're not tuning in because Mike Tyson's on there. They're tuning in because Jake Paul is finna fight Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's exactly right.
And Jake Paul don't got no skills worth shit. And he's filling up stadiums more than any boxer that got any skills. He's up there.
He's got plenty of skills. They're just not boxing skills.
Right, exactly. And he's filling up stadiums like fucking Canelo with no problem. He has no problem finding funding for it because he has the following for it. So they're gonna ride with it. The only way that shit stops if the casuals and aficionados get on the same page and stop buying the shit, stop watching this shit, and then they're gonna say, we gotta figure this out.
Hey,
you see what I'm saying?
Punch, have you tried to talk fucking sense to a 16 to 22-year-old lately?
I got a 24-year-old don't listen to shit.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's no way that casuals and boxing aficionados are going to get on the same page, man.
I can tell you right now, my little girl that's 11, she know who the fuck Jake Paul is.
Yeah.
She know who they are from wrestling. They wrestle WWE. She know them everywhere. Oh, there go Jake Paul. There go Jake Paul. She know them. Period. And that's what the game is about.
And Bud Crawford could probably bump into her in the street and she wouldn't know who the hell that was.
Right. If it wasn't like that, you wouldn't catch me on here telling everybody, hey, pay attention to the undercards. You see what I'm saying? We knew that. Look, we knew that meant something back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But now,
if you don't get, I always feel guilty or a little bit. If you don't get casuals like me trying to enter the sport and understand it, the sport never grows. Because you've got to come from somewhere.
The sport been in a standstill for about 15 years now. Think about it. This is not an associated sport, meaning like basketball, it's associated. Football is associated. Baseball is associated, meaning you know what time of the year it starts, when it's going to end. You know the schedule before it even starts. You know what team. You know what the competition is going to be. Your favorite team. Yeah. They're going to have that schedule out way ahead of time. Exactly. What channels is coming on? You're going to know all of this shit, and then they're going to have season tickets.
Ain't no delay in these things either.
Right. There's none of that.
The game's on then, and that's when it's on.
Right. So there's none of that in boxing. So like There's not a true gauge on boxing unless it's promoted. Now, how UFC got ahead was because they became associated. They're government regulated now, like every other sport. When UFC wasn't, when MMA wasn't associated, you in America, you could watch it on TV. You had to buy that shit from a video store, and it was on videotapes. You see what I'm saying? Now they're associated with weight classes and all that stuff, and they have a backing, and he's consistent as fuck. It's like every 2 weeks there's a fucking pay-per-view from fucking UFC, and it's just consistent, constantly consistent, and it's gonna sell regardless. You get what I'm saying? Boxing, unless these promoters, that's why, think about it. That's why everybody got happy with Turkey, because Turkey has a great idea. If you go back, I had my co-host.
But to me, it's one of my young blokes. He doesn't pay much attention. He followed Tim Tszyu, and he's been hanging shit on me like punch for the last fucking 2 weeks. But he follows UFC, and he said to me, his words to me were, "It's easier to follow, Dad. There's just one organisation, one belt. It's
and it's a casual friendly sport.
Yeah.
It's not many stats. They're taught to love the fighter versus their record, right? And their performances.
Mark,
and boxing's not like that. It's like
but
more
they get
of a
to see good
show.
fights too. They get to see the good fights. Every card is, it's top fights. It's not. We're not going to be watching fucking. Well, you might be watching 6th versus 7th, but that's the 3rd fight on the fucking card.
Right.
Mark, I actually said the same thing to this forum a few months ago. Like, speaking from a casual, I said one of the hardest things that you can do coming into boxing is understand, like, there's no sensibility to it. Like,
right.
you can't track
DJ,
it.
you're calling yourself a casual, and I'm a casual too. I mean, I haven't been following boxing my whole life. I mean, I'm just, the what do you call them? The most like Tyson, blah 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 blah, and Zoo, blah blah blah. But we're older. These fucking idiots, these young people that are following Ryan Garcia and Jake Paul, these fucking idiots can sit down at a potting wheel and make a pot, or sit down and knit a fucking jumper, and these idiots are still going to watch that shit.
Yeah.
This is the sort of people that you're dealing with. They couldn't give a fuck about boxing.
I get that. My point is that if you're not prepared to accept the fallacies and frustrations of boxing, once you know, if you do know, or if you're new to the sport and the confusion that doesn't make sense, why aren't these rankings moving? 3 versus 4, 2 versus 1.
Right.
If you're new to the sport, it's illogical to you.
Right.
Right? As a sports fan. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
I agree.
It is the most illogical sport, team or individual sport in the history of sports. It's the only one that exists.
It's because every promoter wants to be first. Right? And they fight for those spots. Like you see TGB and PBC fought for Earl to get in top 10. You know what I mean? And there should be no way to fight in them top 10s. That's why I appreciate what Turkey was trying to do, and he's doing it. He just now know he can't get away with it in America, but at least he's putting on the fights that we want to see over there. And the thing that he's teaching his audience in that country, there's gonna be order when boxing is over there. If there's not gonna be no order, it won't be boxing there, right? If there was a way to get Top Rank and all the promotion companies together here and have them actually go by the rankings, boxing would be flourishing. You see what I'm saying?
But how does Jake Paul get to have his own cards?
Because Jake Paul throw his own fucking cards. Jake Paul made a deal with DAZN and Eddie Hearn, and they did that first card, and it made a major fucking return. Not only that, he has the misfits with him and KSI, right? But Eddie get majority of that money. So
Eddie's still involved.
Right.
And
But
That's
and
what I was going to say. I was
but
trying to say earlier, and you've been saying,
Eddie
no, you
doesn't
can't, no,
call
you
his
can't.
card. Hold on though, but Eddie doesn't call his cards. How it works is we need you to be a legitimate promoter, but they get their money off the back end. So like, I don't know if you saw those Misfit fights. They tune in for them fucking fights, and then like they be charging like $10 a pay-per-view for that shit. But majority of it goes to Eddie, right? So when he asked Eddie, "Hey, we need to fight on fucking the zone, and we need your name to to promote this fucking fight or whatever the case may be," no fucking problem. You get
well,
what I'm
the other
saying?
thing
Yeah.
is, Slick.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Remember, we were listening to the Jake interview. I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago on the DAZN fight card. He was legitimately invested
Yeah,
in building up some fighters.
yeah,
Like
eh,
he doesn't play around, and I don't think that people realise he's a
yeah.
rich motherfucker.
It's like this. If DJ, if you're a promoter, I'm worth let's say I'm worth 50 million, right? But I need somebody to promote.
Are you? But are you?
I wish I was. But shit, I wish I was, bro. But peep this though. So you're a promoter, and you've been doing this for years. It's in your family. This is all you guys do. I'm new to this, right? So I'm gonna come to you, say, hey, look, I'm worth this much money. I'm gonna pledge this much money, but I need you to do the legwork, like promote us. We need a network deal, and we work it out. And you tell me, well, I need X amount of dollars, and I say, hey, look, I got these other YouTubers that want to fight. We put them on there, and you get 75% of that. Oh well, deal. Either way, I'm getting paid. Fine. Now check this out. In the meantime, right? While you're doing that, I'm learning. Right? I'm learning from you. So when I want to branch off, I'm gonna branch off. Now, I'm only paying you from the Misfits shit, so you're not gonna pay my fighters. So guess what? You pay me, right? I'm gonna give my purse to my fighters. See how that works?
Mm.
I'm gonna be the sacrificial lamb because I know in the future this is what I want to be. Hence, why we saw him talking like that night, DJ. He knows he's going to eventually be a promoter. He's not
You
in it
know,
to be a long haul boxer. He just wants the credibility of being a boxer. So when he becomes that promoter, you have to respect him. You understand
well,
that?
He's pretty
I
clever, this Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Well,
he is.
it's funny you
Yes,
say
he
that,
is.
Mark. Like, don't mistake his demeanor and the way he articulates things. His brain's obviously a lot sharper than his tongue. So, what I would say to that situation, Slick, that you just presented to me, is we share the profits of each of our investments.
Yeah, but
So,
watch it. Go ahead.
no, keep going. We
So,
lost Punch, by the way. Good night, Punch,
yeah,
if you're going to bed.
he probably
Good to
knocked
hear
out.
from you.
But watch this, though. So now you get 75% of that. I'm getting these fights in Puerto Rico, which that was all Jake Paul, right? Now I'm growing. Once I outgrow Eddie got to renegotiate. You see what I'm saying? Because Eddie not gonna want to let go of a piece of what I'm building. So now 75% become 50, but that 50% still becomes around the same amount that he was making at 75%. You get what I'm saying? And it's gonna
Yeah,
dwindle down so I don't need Eddie no more. Where the zone gonna deal with me with or without Eddie.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
mind that
exactly what
business.
he's doing.
And look, I don't mind that business model. The business model that gives me the shits is the one that dictates terms to your employee, sorry, as a promoter, like your stable.
Mm.
And you reap the benefits of their hard work without equal investment,
Mm.
right? I'm just going to let you be in my stable, and when you fight, you're going to earn me money. Well, if I'm in your stable and you're not promoting me and advancing me, why should I actually give you that percentage? Because you're actually not doing me any favors, and in
Right.
some instances,
Yeah.
you're actually.
But see, DJ, you're just about describing the whole Western,
Mm.
Australian, American, the higher ups. They use us lower downs to make money. It's simple as that. You do the work, you get paid, and they make some top up.
Who would you be most happy to work with? If you worked in the warehouse and you had a choice between two bosses, you had a boss and you worked overnight shift and you guys load trucks, and you had a boss because he became manager. Now he feel like he can sit down. He's gonna sit down, right? And dictate orders. You go do this, you go do this, you go do this. Or would you be more happy working with the boss that's out there working with you? This is the turn that Jake Paul is presenting to his fighters. I'm out here fighting
Look,
with you. You're gonna make $1 million. You're gonna make $1 million.
Slick, work with
Yeah.
me. Not every day, all the time, because I understand they've got different responsibilities.
Right.
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 But I would much rather, and I would feel probably more confident that at times, not all the time, at times they're willing to roll up their sleeves and break a sweat and do the hard work.
And that's what you saw in Puerto Rico, right? They fought.
Yeah, but it's all part of
It's all
part of playing the long game.
The long game. But that he just said what I wanted him to say. Jake Paul didn't fight on that card, yo. He got up there and spoke for him. But the other cards that he fight on is what's getting them kids paid. You get what I'm saying?
That's right. He's donating his pay, basically. Yeah.
Right. So if he's worth $50 million.
Well, not his pay, but his fight purse.
Right. But if he's worth $50 million, he's not spending his $50 million. He just get out there and fight and spend his purse on the rest of the card. And he's winning that way because he's building the army. That night me and DJ watched those fights. He got some nice ass fucking fighters, bro. Yeah. And guess what? They're gonna get the exposure because of who Jake Paul is. You get what I'm saying?
He's doing good shit too, though. I mean, I've said this on chats before on your lives, or might have been heavy bags or whatever. But he's doing some good things, Jake Paul. Well, he's built boxing gyms in Puerto Rico or
it's over in Puerto Rico. He got a bunch of Puerto Rican fighters. And the thing is about it is,
I think he's doing some good things.
I don't like the bullshit fights he's putting on.
No, I don't like it either.
But when you look at the long
if that motherfucker knocks out fucking Tyson, I'll fucking fly over there and shoot him myself.
Yeah, right, exactly. But the bullshit fights he's putting on, he doesn't care if he win or lose. It's to get that fucking money for the long game. MVP promotion is a real thing. So when he sit down, he's gonna have enough money to seed his own shit. That's why when we was talking about why Devin Haney don't fund his own shit, why nobody else fund their own shit, nobody's taking the other risks and they locking themselves in that shit. So just think if Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda, and another fighter, and they get together, have a coup and say, "Hey man, I got two fights of my contract. What you got? I got this. What's y'all minimum? Man, I make $1 million a fight. Oh, I make 800,000 a fight. Hey, put y'all money up, bro. Yeah. We finna fucking start our own fucking promotion. You get what I'm saying? And we can fund our own shit, but they're not doing it.
How did Spence and Crawford sidestep to make the fight happen? How did they actually sidestep some of the politics?
Good question.
It was.
I was thinking of that earlier. It was like, how the fuck they must have? Did Bud just do a 1-fight deal with PBC?
Bud, this is what Bud did. Bud went and found somebody who was willing to invest in the fight, right? And that person that was willing to invest in the fight guaranteed them $20 million a piece. So we called Errol, and Errol was like, "For real? Well, let me call Al." And he was like, I thought you was your own boss. You kept telling me you was your own boss. You're not your own boss then, right? So Al called Bud. Al had a conversation with Bud. Al told him, not two fighters ever came together and made a fight. And they ain't gonna start now. And he start telling Bud some shit. He was like, the fight gonna happen, and I can guarantee you this and this on the back end, and I'm gonna guarantee him this since y'all want this fight so bad. Al didn't want that fight right away. But it was because Bud pressed it so hard and went found investors. That's how the fucking fight happened. If that didn't happen, it wouldn't have went down. And you can find this information on YouTube. Just type you can type exactly what you said. How did Terrence Crawford make the Earl fight happen? He put it out there and told everybody Earl is not his own boss. And that's why after that fight, Earl got his own manager. He started his own promotion. Man down. Well, he always had man down promotions, but he's like enforcing it. You get what I'm saying? He has his own fighter now because he see the way. Bud left Top Rank and been flourishing ever since. He made $10 million over there on the other network. And then he fought Earl. He found investors and all of that shit. And I guess it lit a fire under Earl's ass where it was like, damn, this shit could really be real. It could happen. You know what I mean?
So Bud really made that fight happen.
Bud made that fight
Because I remember after that fight, Bud was thanking Errol for fucking, thanks for making the fight. That's all bullshit because Bud actually forced it. Went to the point where PBC, PBC had to cave.
It took because at the time they were trying to make Earl fight Keith Thurman. Earl didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. He wanted to fight Bud. And it took Earl, the reason he thanked him, because Earl said, thank you, he said, yeah, thank me too. But the thing was, it took Earl to hold out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That made Al say, okay, fuck it.
But if Bud hadn't gone and found some investors and made PBC feel a little bit insecure, that fight wouldn't happen.
Exactly. Because if I found investors, I can go fight somebody else. Fuck y'all. And see, the thing is, with American fighters, you want the big fight, right? But here's the thing. A promoter is going to try to get as much milk out that cow the best way you know how. So what Al was trying to do was, Earl, you're going to fight Bud, but fight Keith Thurman first. Like, let's make that little bit of money first and then fight him. You see what I'm saying? And Earl wasn't having like, fuck that. No, I want to fight Terrence. Fuck what you trying to do. But Al was trying to make all that little extra money that he could have made.
Well, what was that?
Spence,
That was
Spence
like
didn't want to make 147 twice.
3 or 4 year process.
Yeah, but the thing was, it was messy. So
it was more like 5 years.
Bud was still with Top Rank. PBC is notorious not doing business with Top Rank, right? So like, unless it's a big gigantic guarantee like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, that was just a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? Both sides was gonna make a lot of money. You know what I mean? Bud couldn't get his way, and he kind of felt like Top Rank wasn't trying to make that fight happen. So when he got the contract, he wasn't signing nobody else. He wanted that fucking fight. You see what I'm saying? Because he had did everything that PBC required and Top Rank required, so to speak. When they were saying that you ain't fought nobody, you on the wrong side of the street, all this shit came about. He got a belt and this and that third. Shit still didn't transpire. So Bud felt like when he got by himself, that he could make a fight happen on his own, and he pretty much did. But with Earl's help, Earl had to hold out because he really believed that Earl was his own boss. You see what I'm saying? He really believed like he wasn't tied in like a 3-fight deal, 2-fight deal. He didn't think that. He thought it was like a fight deal every time, and that wasn't the case. Al called him and told him he signed to us. He can't make no decisions. And that's when Al told him, 2 fighters ain't never made a fight deal on their own. It's not going to happen today. But even though...
Have you got any sort of inside to add to that?
You there, Rob?
Oh, I'm going to put that in my diary. RC doesn't have a comment.
Hold on.
Fuck all, because he's like the new Leonard Ellerby.
No, Leonard Ellerby. Well, you're right. I am Leonard Ellerby. I am nobody. I am absolutely nobody.
Selling dodgy boxing tickets for half a Twix.
And you know what? I'm so pissed off. You know I couldn't sell them shits.
Damn.
They wouldn't even give me a fucking Twix.
Hey, if when Tank has his next fight, I'm going to be watching closely because I reckon you holding the spit bucket in the corner there for Tank, like we used to do.
Nah, I'm not that close. I'm chilling. I'm around, but I ain't that close. But like I say, the Slick is right. I mean, just the only little things about it was he had to thank Earl a little bit more because Earl had more options. Earl not only could have did the Keith Thurman, he was encouraging Earl just to say fuck 147 altogether and go up to
Right.
54.
And
That
fight
was
Canelo.
actually in
I forgot about that.
2023. Yeah,
Yep.
he had a
Yeah, I
fight
forgot
on the
about
table when Canelo got the PBC.
Sure did. I sure forgot about that. He sure did.
Earl threw all that away for Bud.
He sure did.
So
He sure did.
you know, it was a lot of dealings not only with Bud helping out. Earl did a lot.
He gave up a lot. He gave
up a lot, and that's what I was. I made it a jokingly thing, but as an advisor / manager, man, Al kind of try to steer you into the right way of making money and furthering your career and stuff like that. Because think about it. What if Earl would have just said, man, you know what? I don't need Undisputed. I don't need this fight. I'm unified. I'm going to drop them all and I'm going to 54.
Right. But that would never materialize. And Errol still be around with no problem.
Errol might have gave up a lot to get that fight happening, but ain't nothing hurt Errol more than losing that O.
Well, no, actually, you know what's crazy? Earl not hurt from that. Because guess what? He about to fight Fedor.
No, I mean, as a person, for his record,
okay.
inside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about a loss, to be honest.
Right.
He lost to the best fighter in the fucking world, in my opinion. So there's no disgrace there.
Yes, fighter.
Even though he did cop an absolute fucking hiding.
I mean, but as a consolation prize, though, at the end of the day, Earl's a beast for even taking it. Like I say, as an advisor, you don't want to tell your fighter that you might get your ass whooped. You get what I'm saying? His job is like
Errol's a beast for keep getting up.
Yeah, and as a
he wasn't giving up, that boy.
As an advisor, he did right. Stay the fuck away from him and go get these other checks. You get what
exactly. That's what they were telling him. Don't do it.
Don't do it. So I mean, you know, and then and Errol's in an unfortunate situation, like Rob saying. He fit fight Fedor. If he fuck around, get the belt. He got a lot of fights in house.
No. Watch this. This is like I say. I don't want to try to give props and all to his manager / advisor Al Hain.
Right.
Y'all know if Errol Spence beats Fedor, he's unified.
Right.
At 54, he's not just going to get a belt. He's going to be unified.
He's back, baby.
He's back, right?
And I'm gonna make you laugh. Because you know I can't be me if I don't stab a little bit. Mark, you saying, "Oh, Terrence the best fighter in the world." You know what Terrence is going to stand once Earl becomes unified? He's the WBA regular champion.
Yeah, I don't care.
Now hold on.
Spence, he'll bash Spence again. And then Jamel comes out of his little cave, if he wants to have a crack at WBA, then Bud will tear him up as well.
No, Spence is not even getting in the ring with him ever again. You can forget that.
I wouldn't advise it either.
They're gonna stall him out.
They're gonna make it where Whoever that other one is, the IBF. That's why I'll say if I'm Bud, I'm trying to hurry up and get the IBF. I'm trying to hurry up and get
Right.
something.
Right. Where
They're
it's
gonna make it
mandated.
where that IBF is gonna fight Earl, and Earl gonna have 3 belts again.
Yeah, but Bud can just do what he did before and go and find an investor or what
Oh
was that word
no,
you
that don't
used?
work no
Nah.
more. You can't. You fool me once, shame on
right,
you.
right.
You get enough
Yeah,
money.
you
You
ain't
get
got to
enough
do it,
money. You get enough money.
bruh. What you just said, Mark, the
What about
embarrassment is not
Eddie
worth the
Hearn?
money.
Eddie Hearn and Turkey couldn't come up with something to
Eddie Hearn,
entice
the
Spence to fight.
embarrassment is not worth the money no more, bro.
And he got enough
What
in-house fights to
embarrassment?
keep him
The
satisfied.
embarrassment that you spoke of just a minute ago, personally. There's no price you can give Earl for that no more.
Yeah, because
There's
think
not
about
a
it.
dollar you gonna offer him for him to go
What, he
through.
wouldn't get in there and take a beating for $50 million.
Hell no! Why would I get $50 million for fighting Canelo?
I'll fight Bud for $50 million. Fair
But watch
dinkum.
this. But watch this. I get $50 million for fighting Canelo.
Right. And still be.
I'll do it for $1 million a round.
So it's weird.
Trust me,
He's
I'm
right,
not lasting 12 rounds.
He's right though. It's like, why if you took your car to a mechanic and he fucked your car, would you take it back to him? That's how I'll look at it. Like, fuck that. I can get you that in 3-4 fights. Why the fuck would you do that one fight and fuck your career up? Well, I can put you in 3 more fights and you can make that and I know you're gonna win. And you still gonna be a star. You back. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but why go through 4 training camps when you just go through one and get the same money?
I'm just saying though, because
But you want to come out shining like a new pair of shoes. You want to come out looking good.
See, they want the cash.
He lose 2 times.
He's
the
going to
Bud
get the
is over.
cash, Mark.
Spence should be retired now. I think he's stupid if he goes back in the ring and gets hit anymore.
It's cash out season, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is,
why
his
lose?
speech
If
is
he
already slurring.
Spence lose another time, the Bud is over.
But you got to think, Mark.
I think he's only got one more fight in him anyway. So,
but you got to think, Errol Spence still has the ability to put 25,000 plus in a stadium.
In that Texas stadium for sure.
He still has
how much more can his fucking brain take, man? This dude's fucking speech is slurring and slowed down already.
All I'm telling you, if that man defeats Fundora, I'm telling you, this shit gonna get really real in 54. Because that whole division about to get locked out.
I said it before, I said the only way that Spencer's going to beat Fundora is if it goes the distance and them judges rob him. Simple as that.
It's in his backyard.
If Bud won't have a chance at that, and if he got any type of contingency, is to go after that other belt.
That
IBF. That IBF. That'd be the only way it'd be mandated.
Slick, I've got
amongst
to step
the public. Let's say that. Huh?
Thanks, RC and Mark. Hopefully I didn't hijack your live, Slick.
No,
but I got to step out.
All right, G. Hey, I'll be back on tomorrow. But yeah, the only way it would be mandated by the public if he goes after that other belt. Who got the other belt?
Murder Olive.
Yeah, Murder's Olive. Yeah.
I mean, what's funny to me, Mark, this is the most hilarious thing to me. And I gotta bring Tank into this. Oh, Tank, he didn't go up to be great at 140. He fought somebody nobody knew, and that was for a goddamn regular WBA belt. And it's when I look at them and say, oh, so all y'all know who Bondromov was August 3rd that had the 11 fights for a regular belt. Oh, Rob, that don't count. They shouldn't even be for division. And I look at them and say, oh, no, that Bud shouldn't count. It's for a regular belt, huh?
Tank's belt, that was emailed to him, though, yeah?
No, I'm talking about the 140 belt he beat Mario Barros for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
That was a WBA. That was a WBA regular.
When they had the hydration clause.
Regular.
That was a WBA regular.
Yeah,
didn't have a hydration clause? Did they have a hydration clause?
What hydration clause got anything to do with it?
Well,
talking about-
to me, if you're going to win a belt at 140, you just make 140 and then fight at whatever you rehydrate to.
But he's not even 140. He was just trying to do something different to be great, as they say.
You just make
Well, my thing, this is
it was
my
a yes or no. It was a yes or no question, RC. Was there a rehydration clause?
Okay, did Terrence fight a
Yeah, it
guy
was.
with 11 fights?
Thank
Is
you.
that a yes or no question?
RC dancing all you.
No,
RC
I'm
like
asking the question.
just
Did
dancing
he
around
fight
the
a guy with
questions here.
11? Did he fight a guy with 11 fights?
Who? Bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it for a WBA regular?
Yeah.
Well, he can't be can he be undisputed with it?
Y'all tell me. I'm the casual.
If he wins the other 3 belts,
Yeah,
can he
he
be
can.
undisputed with that belt?
No, because
Yeah.
Jamel Charlo is in recess for the belt.
In recess.
So he
So
can't be
no.
undisputed with the belt he's got.
He can.
No.
He can if Charlo don't come out.
Right. But we all know Charlo coming back in January. Like I say,
Right,
everybody in the
right,
goddamn world for
right.
PBC coming back in January. I
Yeah,
don't know
right.
what the kind of shit they got going on at
Yeah,
PBC.
but just let's go to fantasy land. If Bud fought Sebastian tomorrow and Buckram next week and took all their belts off him, would he be undisputed?
He can't be undisputed.
He won't be undisputed.
No, because I'm gonna tell you what. Watch this.
Okay, so he's got one of them belts he's got one of them belts like Tio had.
No,
like who?
No. He don't have a franchise belt. No.
Not a franchise.
No, I'm not talking about franchise. No, forget that one.
Yeah, the
I'm
one like
talking about
Devin had.
Devin.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. The belt that Tio had, and remember he kept saying he was undisputed. He was undisputed.
Yeah.
No, if he had Devin belt, he would have been undisputed.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, let me make you laugh, Mark.
Wasn't it to do with Lomachenko? They gave him a super some fucking belt or some fucking.
No, they gave him a franchise.
They gave him a franchise. Well,
That was the
franchise
reason.
super the same, ain't it?
No.
Okay.
Only WBA got a super.
Okay. Now watch this, Mark. Let me make you laugh. How about Terrence keep his WBA regular he has, and he beats Bakram for his IBF? Guess what, Mark?
What?
He's regular at IBF and WBA.
What? Who's champion in recess for IBF? No,
Jamel is in recess at
IBF. No, it doesn't. The only one he's champion in recess for is WBA.
No, he in 2. He in there for 2.
Actually 3.
No, it's just 2 now.
Oh, the WBC took it. The WBC took it back.
Look at that. When we get off here, I'm gonna look that up.
No, I'm telling you.
He's only in there for 2 now. It's not 3.
So it's
So he's got the IBF. He's champion in recess as well.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Writing it down because I'm going to look that shit up. And next time we're on, if it's
I'm
not
telling
true,
you, you can look it up right now. You can look it up right now. I'm telling you.
No, I'm not that good with fucking technology. One thing at a time.
But no,
But yeah, Mark.
He could come upset the apple cart, but say he never comes out, he can fight for undisputed.
Right, but allegedly Jamel is coming back in January to exercise his recess to get his belt back.
Let's say Jamel doesn't come back in January, and this is all just a fucking recess. How long does this champion in recess thing last? Like,
no, that's up to them, and they'll take it from him. They'll be like, "You ain't coming back. You ain't coming back." But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Someone that's 13 at the moment get to the champion. No. Jamel's still champion recess.
This how it works, Mark. He has to challenge one of them. He can't come back and fight somebody else. He has to go with Terrence.
He has to go back there. See, that's why they saying he's coming back to challenge Bakram. That's why. That's what he's coming back.
He has to challenge one of them. If he come back and take a fight other than them 2, he forfeit. It's a wrap.
Right.
Okay. Right. Okay.
So they got him coming back his next fight, coming back to challenge for his IBF to get back.
Right.
But this is what I wanted to joke with you about, Mark. If Terrence gets Bakram before Jamel comes back and he gets the IBF and the WBA, he would be pound for pound regular champion of the fucking world.
But
Nice one, I see.
but it's still a
Nice.
good it's still a good strategy because that means Jamel has no choice but to come
That's
fight
right.
him, and then if
That's
he
right.
beat him, and then he's full champ on both. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Either way, it's a good strategy for Bud. Because if I'm Bud, I'm going at the Bakram, and then if I get Bakram, you got to see me. I beat you. Now I'm full champion.
Then you got to fight me again if he exercises WBA.
God damn it. Can you imagine,
No,
man?
it'll be for both. It'll be for both. He can't.
Hold
He can't
up,
do
hold
it.
up, hold up.
It'll
That
be for both.
WBA got to say, yeah, we want to do it like that. WBA
Yeah,
can be
I
like,
mean,
hell
why would I fight for one when I got both? He got to fight me for both
no.
right
You got to
now.
petition WBA for that.
And he gonna put he would be dumb not to petition it. Right, that'd be dumb not to petition that. I'd be like, he gonna fight me for both of these motherfuckers.
That's it. Otherwise, sit on the shelf, boy.
Right.
But this is the thing, Mark. Shout out to Terrence. I mean, hey man, but right now he's just a regular champion.
Yeah, he's a regular champion. He's still a champion. But
That's
you're
the
right.
same one they knocked Tank for. Oh, he ain't got no 4 divisions.
It's a difference,
He's
though.
just a regular
Yeah, that's
champ.
true. But it's a
You
difference.
remember,
It's a difference. It's a difference because he didn't have nobody in recess.
Yeah, and the only fight that fucking Jamel
It's the same
won in
damn
the
belt,
last
though.
2.5 years was when he beat up that tranny.
He beat up the what?
That wasn't it a dude that's turning into a woman? Whatever they call him. Yeah, you remember that.
Wait,
Who you
Tank
talking
beat
about?
up a tranny?
Jamel, didn't he slap some?
Oh no, man, that was his gal,
Wife,
bro.
man.
You tripping, bro?
That was his girl. Oh, right.
That
Well,
was his wife.
that's even worse. That's worse.
Yeah, you tripping, bro. He said he slapped the tranny,
Say
bro.
what?
Like what?
I was like, you had me confused. What?
Beat up on the tranny, like fucking punched one, didn't he? I thought, no.
Nah, that went Jamel.
Nah. He hit his
Well, who the
gal or
hell
some
was that
shit
then?
like that.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
what that
He got fucking. Didn't he get taken in for assaulting?
That was his wife.
Yeah, that was his old lady,
His
man.
wife.
That was his wife.
Yeah, that was his wife.
Well, like
That
I
wasn't
said,
no
that's
tranny.
worse. That's worse then.
Yeah.
Okay, now. Didn't even used to be a dude. Full woman.
Right.
But yeah, Mark, you gotta give the same respect for the regular champ. The regular champ is the regular champ. I don't give a damn in recess or whatever. Regular champ is just a regular champ.
Right.
We ain't talking about who held the motherfucker. I'm talking about what was bestowed upon you at the end of the bouts. You
Fuck, I wish Punch was on here. I wish Punch was on here now.
But
He'd
you
be
can't
right,
say. But you're saying that. You're saying it as if the other belt ain't held for ransom at the moment. It's held for ransom. It's not like it was out there and I just didn't go fight him, because if it was out there, he would have fought for that belt. He wouldn't have fought for the regular belt.
There has to be a time limit on this champion in recess, sure. I mean,
well, no, I can answer that question, Mark. Jamel is injured, sir.
Right, that's how they're trying to paint it. But
you can't go, like I said, you can't go 15 years and Jamel's still champion in recess. You know what I mean? Just because he hasn't had a fight with anybody else.
Facts.
Hey man, if I work for you, Mark, and you're my boss, and I bring you a doctor's excuse, Mark, guess what, Mark? I can't come to work, Mark.
Well,
you can't fire me, Mark. I have a doctor.
Eventually, I'm gonna fucking just sack you.
Hell no. Well, fellas, we're gonna continue this tomorrow, man. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate you fellas coming on, man.
For sure, man. For sure.
All right, Slick. I'll see. Good to talk.
Right on, man. Y'all show back up tomorrow. Show up and show out tomorrow, man.
Right. Okay.
All right. Yep. All right, y'all. So everybody who came through, hit that like button. I appreciate it, man. All 74 y'all. I gotta ask y'all. 74 people came in. Y'all got 74 likes, bro. Not hard. It's free, man. Help your boy grow. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all, there's no me. It does a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. You know what I mean? Must have meant something. Y'all came through, stuck around for the piece of the podcast. I appreciate y'all 100%. As Mark has pointed out, I got a shit ton of new subscribers. Salute to y'all too, man. I hope y'all come through tomorrow, show up, show out for the fight party. Other than that, man, salute to all my fellows who came through, the usual suspects. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, y'all need to come up on this show too. The link be at the top, always at the chat. You want to discuss your opinion on any subject we're talking about, or maybe you have a subject, you can do that too. All right. I'm your boy Slick 50. I don't got nothing else, but I will be back up tomorrow. All right. For the fights, make sure you come through. Show up and show out. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Help your boy reach that goal that y'all see. You understand me? And I'm up out of here. Deuces.